Hey, everybody.
Hi, this is Damon Stone.
And I'm Robert Johnson with TeamCovenant.com.
That's right, and we are going to be bringing you the final table for the 2014 World Championships for A Game of Thrones Melee. That is our multiplayer game.
For that particular game.
Well, yes.
I'm looking forward to this. It's been a long day getting here, and we've got four
has.
players who have proven themselves by getting to this point, and in no particular order. Let's talk about them.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so we have Alexander Hynes.
That's correct.
And then we have I'm not even going to attempt that. Why don't you do that one, Damon?
Let's go ahead and say that it's Boigne. I believe that is Guerric from France.
From France, yes.
Parlez-vous français?
Absolument. And then we have a Dan
Seefeldt.
Seefeldt?
Yes.
And then who is our fourth? It's a mystery.
2, 3. Here we go.
Oh.
Here is our fourth. Sorry about that.
Anthony Christie?
I don't know
No?
if that's
Maybe?
correct.
Oh,
Yes,
oh.
Anthony, yes. It is, in fact, Anthony Christie, or otherwise known as Tony C.
Tony C. and Tony C. All right. So, what do we have here? What houses are arrayed? We have a Martell.
And we have two Martells, actually.
Two Martell players, a Targaryen and a Baratheon here.
That is correct.
And this is a very interesting setup because let me go ahead and go through what kind of decks we're going to see here.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's probably going to be some power.
Just some power. Dan is fielding a Martell, no agenda.
Oh, excellent.
What's
his restricted card?
His restricted card is the Conclave.
Ooh, that
Spoiler
should be
alert.
interesting.
Spoiler alert. What's he doing with that?
know.
Okay, and then our how are we pronouncing our French gentleman's name? Boigne. He is playing a Martell House of Dreams deck. His restricted card is the Red Viper.
Nice.
Alexander is fielding a, what is this? What are we going to call it?
Baratheon card. Conquest.
Conquest. Restricted is Mel's Favor. And
Everybody's favorite.
Not least, we have Tony running his Targaryen deck, no agenda, and his restricted card is by sword or by guile.
Nice.
A potent new card.
Oh, very much so.
Make no mistake.
Yes, I have seen that card wreak a little bit of havoc all day long.
Good gravy. I couldn't believe it when I first saw it, honestly. I still quite can't. It is everything Targ could have ever hoped for, other than the Fire Made Flesh event, which is equally devastating. My goodness. My goodness. So, what do you think going into this, knowing what we know about these players and the decks?
Well, Dan, of course, is a returning champion, so there should be some real interesting play on his part. Just a very solid player, doesn't make a lot of mistakes, usually relatively calm, relatively collected. I do believe that, this is his first time at World, so we're going to be our first opportunity to see exactly what a French national can do here.
That's right.
I'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we will.
And of course, Vera always has a really good showing, as does Targ when it comes down to melee.
We're determining initiative here, and we're going to get underway. Oh man, somebody's going to be making frenemies with that summoning season right there. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Counting
Actually,
favors.
we've got two of them on the table.
Ooh, yeah, you're exactly right. They're right next to each other. Accounting favors, and then, man, is that a third?
I think that may be
Good
a third.
lordy. Characters shall be summoned, friends shall be made. Until, of course, they get to challenges, at which point those alliances are going to go right out the window.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if there is going to be some sort of a round robin of summoning and leaving out the poor third player, Tony, who does not have summoning season showing.
Yeah. He's going to have to find something to trade. He's going to get some chickens, maybe barter with some eggs.
Well, he does have a plot that has Danny on it with an egg, so
That's right.
Maybe. Let's see where we're going to go with this.
Melisandre being summoned.
I'll resolve the summoning season before I resolve the counting favors.
All right, we're very carefully resolving plots here. When you have four players, the devil's in the details. Everybody's going to pay very close attention to the resolutions, their timing, all that good stuff. So look for some very even, methodical play here, of course.
That is usually the sign of what makes a really good melee player is that ability to keep a constant watch on what's going on the board.
That's true.
Who's got what is knelt and not knelt, and of course, who is going to be your threat right now, and who looks like they might be able to just rush towards a massive power grab unexpectedly.
What do you think about using either the title cards, as is shown here, or the big old cardboard centerpiece that comes with the core box? Which do you have a preference on either one?
Honestly, I like to use them to both together if I have that option. Part of the reason why is because remembering whether the arrow sort of pointing around the ring means that you're supporting, or if it's the one that's pointing at you that's supporting, and the thing's going across the table is definitely the one that you're opposing. That can sometimes be a little difficult for people to remember, so having the cards out there can really help.
That's
but
true.
then again, if the cards get pushed a little bit too far across the table, having the actual plastic out there gives you that three-dimensional, oh, right, you're the guy with the sword.
That's right. Knowing the guy with the sword is always important, regardless of the title that it's associated with.
Even when we're not with this game,
That's
knowing
right.
who the guy with the sword is.
Who has the sword?
Can we be friends, please?
I would like to know.
I'd like to be your friend.
I don't. I definitely don't want to be your enemy. Let me know if friendship is available. I would like to be first in line.
I may even have a summoning season.
I made brownies. Would you like some?
Wait, seriously? You have brownies? I love brownies.
I wish. I wish. I'll bring some next year, I promise.
Okay.
I will not forget that, honestly.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't happen.
You'll be a little freaked out not tomorrow, but next year.
I'm actually pretty sure that there are supposed to be cookies that made their way up here all the way from Missouri with my name on them, and I've not seen them yet.
Were those coming from Christie?
Yeah, those have been Kristen's cookies.
Oh, she is
Alliteration.
a famous baker, let me tell you.
Yeah, well, I have yet to not experienced Kristen's cookies.
She made, I think, some, I can't exactly remember now. They were like either little lemon tart squares or, no, lime, like little key lime squares or something like that. Once upon a time, I think, and they were delicious.
Interesting. Here
Meantime-
in Minnesota, we call those bars.
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 Is there a particular twang to that?
Oh, I don't know if I would call the Midwest accent a twang, but there's definitely
A drawl?
bars.
Is there a drawl
It's
to
not
it?
really a drawl either. It's just sort of a flatness pronouncing the vowels.
Well,
Oh, for cute. Let's go ahead and get back to the game that we've got going on here.
okay, fine. So we're summoning out some characters here? Marshalling them, that is.
I see a couple of Dothraki on
Dothraki, big time.
Tony's side.
Looks like we have an Orphan of Greenblood out there. And some other guy who's a little bit obscured by some glare. We could probably determine that using his deck list, which we shall now do.
Can you make out which of the locations that House of Dreams is holding on Martell?
Oh man, I cannot. It looks very familiar. It looks like Gaston Gray? I don't know.
0 for High Garden Refugee.
Can't quite tell.
Victim, the Bear of the Light. And pay 2 gold for Melisandre. I'll give her. Not that helps much against Gaston Gray.
Yeah, and I just heard
that, make
Gaston
that
Gray
Gaston
mentioned.
Gray. Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's what it is.
Confirmed. It is a Gaston Gray. One of my most favorite locations out of Martell.
I wonder
Yeah,
why
it's a very strong guard.
It's devastating. Keeps me up at night.
It's really funny. For a very long time, people were not appreciating what that card could do. Like, over a year, that card had just
Really?
been left out and kind of panned a little bit.
I'll concede that for a long time. I'm a almost dedicated purely Lannister player. I had no idea how awesome House Divided was.
Oh, yeah. No,
Oh,
House
my
Divided
goodness.
is a very, very strong card. But yeah, that was another one that was that did not get the respect that it probably deserved until suddenly it made a big impact one year.
That's true. That is very true. Okay, so the Red Viper's out. He's duped up.
Ooh.
Looking good there. A Lost Oasis with the Red Viper. That's not something you want to see.
Okay. I don't know what that
Unless,
is.
of course, it's your Red Viper and Lost Oasis.
That is one of my favorite combinations, I
Oh,
will
it's-
freely admit.
It is a killer. Also got a Ghost of High Heart there. And one of my favorite cards because looking at your opponent's hand
Always good.
is invaluable.
Pro tip, look at your opponent's hand
Every time.
as many times as you can.
Every turn. Let me look
Any way
again.
possible. You know, if they're just going to leave the cards sort of like flashing around and you happen to lean over really far and see, you know,
Take a
hey,
peek.
that's why they say hold your cards close to your vest.
It's true. This is very true. Sound advice. Applicable here and in Westeros.
Good play.
I will discard this seed. Oh. I don't think I've done it a single game.
That's the second time.
I don't have an action, so.
A goodly bit of playful banter here. And a Street Wave coming out. One of Targaryen's, also I think a card that was overlooked for a long time.
Definitely.
And then suddenly it's like Street Waves everywhere.
I believe that was one of the cards that John Bruno kind of just introduced to the meta as
Yeah,
a whole. Like,
brought to the
hey,
fore there.
see this card?
Thanks, John.
See how awesome it is?
You're brilliant.
And how much it hurts to have it played against you.
I'll pay one and get rid of your Ash Mark. Okay, that's prize one for everybody.
Surprising, that John Bruno guy. He knows cards.
He does.
He plays them well.
He's a perennial star performer here.
Yes, that is fact. That is fact. We have cards hitting the table left and right.
That's right.
That is a lot of locations.
Reducers in economy for days. Ooh,
You got a street.
Meraxis is out there. Favorite in melee.
Yes, yes.
You pass it.
It's a great instigator of friendship, or at least non-aggression.
Would you like a short sojourn on my lovely ship here called Meraxis?
All you have to do is not attack me.
That's right. We can be friends. We can
And
draw
there are-
cards.
There are two other people to attack. They're not doing anything for you.
That's right. Go get them.
Cards on end over there.
I have 6.
I see a beautiful Shadows Arion in there,
She's a great card.
hiding away. Sir, I'm going to have to tell you that is not a scratch or sniff card. It's not going to smell of Westeros or of Dorne.
That's right. You can just smell the spices.
I could really do with a nice fine glass of Dornish red right now.
Become apparent.
You can only imagine
That's the,
how
that's
rich,
the same for the Royal
all the
Entourage,
tannins.
real
Oh, yeah.
one.
Tannins for days.
Love me some red wine.
Discard
And those
check.
antioxidants are going to keep your cardiovascular system in an impeccable
Nice and
condition.
healthy. Yeah, a glass a day. That's what the doctors say.
That's right.
You should think that was an apple. Who knew?
No, you got to get a little drunk. Just a little.
Just a little.
Everything in moderation, including moderation.
That is my favorite phrase, by the way.
Excellent.
Maybe it has. Not feeling
Is that going to be your
quite as
epitaph?
fresh as you're
Have
saying.
you planned that out yet?
No. If it's going on
fatalistic.
my headstone, I probably failed somewhere.
Which one is he?
That sounds less like a life motto and a, hey, you know what, Damon? You probably should have done this.
I'm going to draw special attention here. I think Cletus Yornwood just entered play down here. Is that Cletus?
You know what? I believe so. I believe so.
Cletus is one of my favorites. We have a small pantheon of the
Definitely a Euron.
funny named characters. Martell has quite a few of them. Planky Town Orphan is also in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Target is Cletus Iron.
Yeah, we have 3 people that have 1 power each. No, we've got somebody with 3 power.
Dang.
I believe that is Boigne, again, with the 3 power.
Excellent.
And, oh, actually, we've got 3
Two
power
or three.
At
at
the end of the challenge.
3 players.
Whoa.
Hopefully never.
Prized. Doing its work.
Yep. As a matter of fact, it's just the Baratheon player that doesn't have the 3 power.
Another orphan of green blood just popping out there.
Mm-hmm. And he passes it on.
with great flourish there.
No, I appreciate that.
No, I'm thinking.
That would be the only way that could have been better is if you used Spirit Fingers and or a Jazz Hand.
Oh man, I'm so glad you mentioned the Jazz Hand. Great look at the championship trophy there.
Yeah, letting them see what they are in fact fighting over. Well, that, of course, the Iron Throne.
The Iron
Throw.
All right, shadows coming out.
He calls it for him.
Trigger.
Oh, Ariane.
All right, there we go.
Is anybody doing anything?
Yeah. Nope. Let me get in this blood right here.
What? Valor already.
Triggers. Responses around the board. First player first.
And of course, if you are not aware, which I don't know how you can be, Valor is now going to attempt to kill all characters because all men must die, which means Melisandre should not be affected. I don't know what's going on. Ariane,
It is
Melisandre.
that wonderful duplicate that she had on her and kept her safe.
I'm going to attempt to trigger from day 0.
And of course, the God of Light, playing a small part in that as well, I
Oh,
assume.
yeah.
Of course.
He does play favorites.
All right, so what we had just spent all that wonderful time building towards is now wiped clean,
Yeah, that's
and the world is a simpler place.
This character won't last the end of the turn. I wonder why.
That is correct.
Oh, yes.
Was there a prize there?
So, Melisandre almost
And,
stands
the
alone.
Red Viper.
And the Red Viper. That's a great character to be left with.
Oh. Of course, since nobody else has more characters, it's only going to get off a single challenge.
Which one would you go for?
Well, considering the board state and what has just happened, I'd probably go for Intrigue.
I would probably agree with that at this point. Going for power this early, unless you can really seal it up, probably not the best
Well,
idea.
I mean, it only put you one ahead of anyone else. Well, actually, I suppose two, since you're probably going to get it unopposed.
Right.
But,
well, renowned and unopposed, right?
yeah,
So
that's a good
three.
point. Yeah, no, that's a little bit too much, a little too early, I think.
You're just going to draw
Jumping
attention
from 3 to
yourself.
6.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter
Dropping
what
someone else down to
If he does the
2.
military, redirect it. Otherwise, I don't care. If he does an intrigue, I'll keep it. We'll see. So I'll go power against you.
You want to save his music?
I don't know. We'll see. It helps control the Red Viper for a while. So 1 off your house, 1 for unopposed, 1 for opposing you.
All right, so Melisandre coming in,
Doing
racking
some hard
up
work.
some unopposed power.
Absolutely.
It's what she does.
Pass.
And the Red Viper taking his turn now.
Redirect?
Yeah, I'll redirect.
And I believe it was Intrigue.
I believe it was.
Yeah.
Which I have to say, you probably should not have
Yeah, because you get
redirected.
the draw for axes. Yeah. Anything before dominance? You have no challenges, I gather? You are a target until it's over that.
Unless you want to ambush in somebody.
Yeah, well, Targ with, was that 2 3-stunning influence?
That's true. And Meraxis.
And he loses a power and a thing, yeah.
Not that it matters, but since I
You get
can't,
the
I'll
hiss.
trigger that.
Yeah.
There it
Dragon
is.
Thief hit the table.
Yoink.
Got rid of, he calls it thinking, that had been turned into an attachment. Does a military challenge.
So that's unopposed, I guess.
Keeps it off the table, makes him pay 5 more golds.
Okay, challenges. He already. No, yeah, he gets challenges.
Nothing.
Nothing.
What an incredibly
Dominance,
fluid
two
game
golds,
this has
Yeah.
been so far. So we were flush with characters, Valor happens, Melisandre and the Red Viper remain,
gone.
and now it is just a sole Dragon Thief.
Yep.
Oh no, he's way back. You got cash. Yeah.
Your work cap.
Stealing the glory.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't get a card. It's just you two.
So Meraxis
Never thought
dealing
you'd
out
say
some
that,
cards
did you?
here.
All right.
Where I just
No,
did it for
that was
everyone
very
else.
nice. That was very
Except
nice.
me.
I did it for you, but you couldn't drop. You tried to already take 2 extra cards already.
And now,
Oh yeah, I'm even actually.
Time for
Refresh.
the
You
next
even
pot
extra
phase.
took cards. It was good. It was well.
Let's see where Dan is going to go
Well
next.
done,
That
sir.
I'm
Well
glad I at least
early
thought the
Valar
cards,
has
'cause
put
I
him in
would've
a
just
position
not even
where
thought about
he
it.
also has no characters on the board. So
That's real cards.
wondering if that was because he just felt that he was going to be able to immediately burst back onto the board in a better position than everyone else, or if the sheer number of cards on the table put him in a position where he felt that in order to be able to have a good spot later in the game, he's going to have to get
And
the board cleared.
worth noting that it was Gaston Gray, I think, that saved the Red Viper and bounced Melisandre back to him.
Yes, good choice, good choice.
Because it took me a minute here to figure that out, wondering why Melisandre did go back to him. I think I figured it out, but I could be wrong.
No, I'm confident that you're correct.
I can hold Gaston for a turn.
So here we are.
Someone else sleeping.
Second turn, about to reveal, and 6 titles await.
Try it anyway.
I like the play.
Yeah.
I think we finally all decided on what the plot is,
Everyone, all right.
and they're going to reveal.
Ooh, we've got a Fury, Accounting Favors, Burning Bridges, and Loyalty, Money Can Buy.
Characters, missions, and characters, and attachments.
Characters, attachments, yeah.
Well, yikes.
Hey, it doesn't affect your influence use. It doesn't affect. Bay of Ice is not a triggered ability, so it will still go off.
Passive. It's not a trick.
That's
So,
what I'm looking at. Like,
you have 8 initiative. You get to choose who the first player is going to be.
Get it right.
I have to say, I love it when the players know the rules.
this. And yeah, you can.
It makes Nate's job a lot easier.
That's for sure.
It's against.
Mine
It's
was
against
against
Barra.
Yeah, Barra and Targaryen. Or,
Greyjoy.
I'm Targaryen. Probably not there.
It helps to know what house you're playing.
Surprisingly. Again, I think that's going to be a pro tip. Know your house.
I'm originally from Alberta, but my mother tongue's French. My mother's from Belgium, so
Sure.
So your native tongue is French?
my first language is French. My English is probably better than my French now because I haven't spoken French.
All right, so getting things sorted out here,
I
I'm
haven't spoken it.
curious to see how Gaston Gray is going to continue to play a part here, because the Martell player doesn't have a terribly impressive economy. He does have some good reducers, but that's going to be an interesting plot to finagle with just potentially the Red Viper in hand. I'm wondering what other nobles he's going to have here in order to flex that Gaston Gray muscle.
Can I see the cards closer so I can remember who supports me depending on what I take? Sportsmaster Laws, Sports Hand the King.
This guy would oppose me.
That Street of Silk is beautiful, though. That's going to help a lot.
We're not working at cross purposes
It's
right now.
definitely going to help that deck out
That said, I don't
quite
really
a
want to
bit,
lose
doing a
any
bit of work.
characters, so I gotta take that.
Who does
It
intrigue
looks
count?
like each one of them has it.
That's right.
I don't want to lose them even if they are being done.
All right, so we have, what is
All right,
that?
draw my one.
Master of Whispers,
And then we'll move on to draw.
Master of Coin. Can't quite make out that top one there. What is that? Master, I don't know. Need a different angle. Can't quite see.
Oh, here we go. That is Master of
You
Laws.
can't trigger
There we go.
locations, yeah.
Master of Laws
And
indeed.
attachments and locations, but only if it's printed on the character, so gained abilities still work.
Basically can't do anything.
Huh?
You basically can't do anything.
For a turn.
For a turn.
You can still play characters. You can still play a very vulnerable Red Viper.
You can still play the Red Viper. I encourage it, in fact.
Probably not.
Word to the wise, do not take your play tips from your opponents. It definitely won't pan out well.
I'm actually a big fan of letting my opponents tell me what to do. And then it doing the exact opposite.
Gained ability, whatever it is.
All right, so we have a Marcella Lannister coming out. Handy dandy because she is noble crested. And then I believe that's a Watchful Servant.
It only says if, so there's a passive that gives you the triggered effect, despite it being printed on the card. It's kind of like Mirror and Mirror. It says during the challenges phase, he gains, and so he can still trigger that on a Burning Bridges turn.
It's okay for me.
That's all right.
Seems real bad.
I have 9 gold.
That's a lot of gold.
It is. I don't even know why I took
It's
it.
like
I'm
you're
not even gonna use it. 3.
Yeah, but it's just still gaining it.
even if it's their own effect, it's a gained ability. Same reason you can still use saves, for instance.
That's
It's a gained ability.
that's me.
That's 2 Dothraki Outriders. How many cards in here?
All right, so some Dothraki Outriders are coming into play. Great little characters for this point in time because they can really crank some potency in the power challenge, of course.
Next turn, yeah. Or
You guys don't even know.
And that's what Targ does best.
yeah, I didn't see that last turn of that last game. So that's Maester of Lemonwood, which is conditioned attachments. That seems
I mean,
good.
it's a triggered ability, so I
That
can't
seems
really
good.
do it. But it is 2 strength, 2 con.
It is a 2 strength by gun. Alright, I got 6.
All right, our bear player now in the position to do some marshaling. He's got a bunch of C's there, at least 2 of them anyway.
This didn't trigger the
10 gold effectively, of course, and we're going to see what he can do with it.
We just, I don't know how you guys want to
I'm
handle
going
that.
to only assume
should
that it's
get
worth
the
his
draw.
while to bring that
I don't
Melisandre
mind.
back into play
It depends on
because
you. Well,
negating power on
choosing
opponent's
it,
characters
it would change marshalling
is a
unless you chose
pretty
me, but
big
that
deal.
in and itself,
For sure,
in and of
for
itself
sure.
changes things.
Especially in a melee.
It's kind
Those Dothraki are going to try to gain some, I'm sure.
We just skip through the plot phase, so they help me doing my winner deal.
Since some players are already marshaled, resolve it at the end of marshalling.
Sounds like something was forgotten.
Whoopsie doodle. These things happen.
Yeah, they do. They happen to the best of
I'm
us.
guessing I can't make marshalling deals without counting favors. a little much there.
Now, given the position, yeah. Although we can see what you play. That's really bad. I say I'm fresh, but I just funk. It's fine. Don't worry about it, guys.
Don't worry about it, guys.
Troll plays.
Only 6 gold. That is unfortunate. Anyone with stealth? These 2 have stealth. But not on entry chip.
They only have stealth in the power challenge.
That is correct.
Dothraki don't really do it.
Oh man, Melisandre's favor, another C.
Sunset Sea.
That is a nice little hand there.
Yeah, definitely
Bell.
working a.
Dukes.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
Let's
Saw
say
all 3 copies in the
Have been played,
first
yeah.
2 turns.
All right. Man, which Baratheon's name is that? I can never remember.
That would be Celise.
Celise, thank you.
That's correct.
I was going to say Shireen, but I knew that was
No,
wrong.
Shireen would be her daughter.
Yeah.
These are the things that happen when you spend a ridiculous amount of your day reading through a Game of Thrones to look for inspiration for these very cards.
That's right.
Just kind of staring at it, I was like,
They're covering a little bit of ground, remembering that burning bridges is in fact a revealed plot right now. That's going to turn off a lot of stuff.
Yeah, definitely going to simplify the board a little bit.
That's right. But the boys like passives.
Yeah. One thing to remember is that while Burning Bridges is out, it is not actually going to interfere with the crests. There was a little bit of a question earlier today about
Alright. I think this will be a slow turn. Maybe not
About
for
such
Dothraki,
things.
I don't know.
Really? What's the exact question there? What were they thinking was going on?
they were thinking that, Burning Bridges blank the entire character.
Oh, I see.
No.
He has
That
lots
is
of buy. I didn't even
not,
see that.
not exactly how that works. Although I can totally understand how that was, in fact, the question at hand.
It is not, in fact, fortified position, sadly.
That is correct. And that was one of the things that I pointed out. This is the plot that you're thinking of.
Yeah.
And that still doesn't actually do it.
The charts, but yeah, we do have the.
But it was like first or second round, so I think it may have just been,
currently, yeah.
early game jitters.
Sure.
But as I like to tell Daryl Lloyd, read the cards.
RTFC.
What does that stand for? It's like frickin' frack.
I don't think I have
Like a-
clearance to
like
say exactly.
I'm pretty sure it's a Battlestar Galactica reference, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
Going to assume.
Have you had an opportunity to play the BSG board game?
No, I have not. Is it great?
It is so fun. I would highly recommend it.
I've played. Wait, are you referring to the kind of like faction split where you have to detect who's the Cylon, who's not.
That is correct.
Okay, I have played that. I'm sorry, I was thinking of something else initially there. That is a great game.
Yes.
Great game. Played a lot of clones of it too.
That's not true. No, you can go ahead and meal in. Yes.
What do we got going on here?
No. You gave me a gift. I'm happy.
Table talk.
Redirect.
And we've got a redirect going on. Who
That's
is
right.
going to be the lucky recipient
Look at
of
all
this
those
challenge?
beautiful Targ events.
Yeah.
To be a dragon.
Targ with a full hand of events and standing influence is not something I ever want to see unless I am said Targ player.
Not that it counts, but
No, but she doesn't last forever. She just slows people down in the beginning.
Last forever, forever, ain't strong.
All right, is that it? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Anthony. Tony, sorry.
Same difference.
I don't know if I want to do anything.
Sorting out the potential of an event being played here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yep, there we go.
The wrong one?
You figured it out.
Yeah. There we go. That's the one you wanted.
Ambush from the plains.
So regard that if he dies, terrible things happen to us.
No, it just skips the phase for now.
And Rhaegar. Dual crested.
I guess you'll do a military.
Correct.
Wow, no,
One of the very few.
And he is going to do all sorts of havoc on the rest of this phase, or round that is. Because if he dies,
That's it.
it's it. You're over. Go into the next turn.
So power against me. With for 5.
For 5 years. You come back to. I can't attack you guys. Oh. I'm sorry. It's been a while.
Does he have renown?
No, he doesn't have anything. He's just a guy.
Just a guy.
He's more than just a guy.
I got a guy.
He's a Targaryen.
Are you gonna military him?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Maybe though.
I guess it doesn't matter what I have here. I gotta win it. I'll attempt to oppose for 6.
So here we go.
Characters and attachments. Or, I'm sorry, what is it? Characters and locations?
Everything in play, basically. Characters, locations, and
trigger,
attachments.
right?
Cannot trigger.
That's right. Burning Bridges, a very powerful sweeping effect here.
I'll nail 2 influence at worst.
Pretty much anything that makes your opponent's characters work in a fashion that they have no intention of having it work in that fashion
Exactly.
is a good card.
That's
I'm
5,
playing
that's
these cards
8.
because they have abilities.
Well, they did.
That was really stupid.
Not
No
this turn.
triggers for you.
Yeah.
Take one off your house.
Yes, I'll take one off my house.
I'll be done.
That was dumb.
Tony has come out to a bit of a lead.
Military.
All right. A military challenge coming from the Martell player.
Like, oh yeah, it's your thing. I'll take the on post.
And it's unopposed.
It's kind of the same difference. Just takes you off the straight. I could attack you with the entry.
You could. I'd be tempted to block. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Dan is now up to 5 power on his, no, 3 power on his house card.
Probably better off guaranteeing against someone who can block.
How about you don't attack me?
I don't intend to attack you.
I'll just intrigue you then too.
All right, an intrigue challenge. 2 strength.
My job
Unopposed.
That's correct. And Dan moves up to 4 power.
I oppose the Master of Laws and the Crown Regent. So though I would prefer to declare a power challenge against the person with 7, it's going to have to be against the person I oppose.
Alrighty, taking into consideration the opposing titles here. A big deal in Melee, frequently overlooked, but not by these guys.
I put 1 for opposing it. So I can
I have seen people win and lose based entirely on the title they chose just the wrong time. Or the right time, as the case may be.
Yes. All right, so that was a big swing there.
Definitely, definitely.
No further challenges.
All right, that was it.
Leave Dom will go to you with
Assessing dominance. Rhaegar's down. Rhaegar's out.
Nobody attacked me, right?
nobody attacked you.
And Meraxis
I don't know why.
is going to do everybody some favors here.
Yeah, don't trigger it.
Don't activate it
I'll
this
just
time.
take
Not this time.
I remember it this time.
Yeah. Oh, burning bridges anyway. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
And that card.
And that card. Alright. Well, that slowed things down a bit. I don't know
This
if it's-
board is just it's primo.
I think this Targaryen player is really gaining an edge at this point. Those Dothraki characters are going to be a problem. Nobody can stabilize them.
Yeah, I think that it might be up to the Martell players.
Yes. I don't think it's going to matter, but I
Either
guess.
starting to remove icons if possible, or do a little bit of bounce.
Yep.
Get rid of some of that power.
They cost 3, so even old Marcella there can't bounce them with Gaston Grey.
No. Yeah.
Needs something. Needs something.
It's gonna take a little bit of work, so we'll see.
I wouldn't be surprised either if we see a Valor getting played here. Just wipe it again, keep everybody off balance. Somebody has to be unhappy with the board situation.
Planning on winning initiative, are we?
No.
Is it the bourbon? No. That's true. That's true.
First game I played today, I set up those two.
It's a
Somebody's
nice
playing Lannister, Cersei's Full House. House of Dreams. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
She got 0.
I'm not quite sure what that was.
I don't know. It was a funny little sound effect there.
Oh, you still red.
All right, we're all chosen and ready. I think we're about to flip them over here. So starting at the bottom right, we have a Retaliation. We have a Winter Festival. Can't make out that top left one. But next to it is of course, Power of Faith.
It might be better to keep him.
Oh man,
last.
oh that is the goodness, tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I can't make that out.
Oh man, it's very familiar.
So you get to be tough.
Man, I'm sorry that I cannot remember that. It is highly familiar.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's
So that's the only one that triggers, right?
They're good for
So
gender.
let's trigger it
So
before
let's
we
trigger
forget
it
about
before
it.
we forget.
I don't know, possibly.
And then I'm gonna draw a card.
The upside downness of
Yeah, you
it
gotta
makes
do
it a little
Yeah.
difficult.
I can't remember if it's a separate framework. It might matter.
Text is just a little fuzzy, so I'm going purely on art here.
Yeah, I think it's a separate framework. I think there's an action window in between.
I'm
For this,
In between.
gonna take out.
Okay, so then we do have to pick titles first.
We're still in the plot phase.
Yeah, we're still in the plot phase.
When you pick titles, you're in the plot phase, or no?
Yes, you're still in the plot phase. We're still in the same framework.
Is there a
No, good for
action
gender is the
window
one
to
down
do
at the
after
The art is reminiscent of the one with the dude under the horse. What is that? It's a fairly recent one. Oh man, it's got high initiative, 4 gold.
I'm like, what is
Man.
possible?
So
We'll pick titles first.
Maesters everywhere.
Oh well, maybe they'll say it.
Well, I
We'll wait
choose
for that.
myself.
Yeah, I know. I only have the one renown, but it's alright. It makes sense.
And maybe a red Queen's Faithful here or there.
She's not renowned.
She still gets to do 2 challenges.
She still gets.
All right, titles are being selected.
But wouldn't that be nice if I didn't use it at all against you?
I would love that.
That would be a perfectly acceptable thing for me to do.
I mean, I'm assuming you play 2 copies of the Power of Faith too, so.
I do. I do know. So you could flip me out of it. I got other neat things I can do, but you could flip me out of it.
Like Valor.
Huh? Yes, that doesn't. Well, that actually doesn't sound terrible.
How many plots do you have?
8.
Oh, he has 8
How many
plots.
plots do you have?
I have 7.
How many plots do you have?
8.
He has 8 too.
Interesting.
Do you?
I also have 8.
So I'm the only old school 7
Yeah,
style
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Huh?
Gee,
You kids in
Yes,
your
it looks like that might have been seizing the prize.
Seizing the prize, we figured it out.
This from Spoils of War. When you claim power for the prize keyword, claim 1 additional power.
Excellent. I'm glad we got that. And that is a solid plot.
Yeah, it is at that.
Great initiative, great gold.
Yeah. Why not? I'm not gonna get to use it because it'll be plot swapped, but I guess it doesn't matter. I'll get the. No, we can't use the Crown Regent. Yeah. So up here.
All right, so we have Crown Regent, Master of Laws, Kingsguard, Commander, and Master of Coin.
And then he gets his Bay of Ice before you get an action.
Okay. And this is during the draw phase.
That's during the draw phase, so that doesn't happen yet. So you get to take a plot action.
Let's set it all up.
Okay. Dealing a base turn.
And who's picking a new plot?
You're forcing me to pick a new plot. No more power of faith.
Seems like a fine play.
That Power of Faith is going to be a pretty big deal this turn. I'm looking forward to seeing how that resolves, though seizing the prize is totally trumping its initiative right
I
now.
guess that's going to resolve, and I will choose. Yeah?
Yeah, well, the Power of Faith has actually just been replaced.
Oh, whoa!
Sure don't.
Ah, nice.
I don't either.
To spending the winter stores.
That's correct.
You can get a plane, guess, so yeah, I'll choose you.
I'll look through, but I'm like 99%, but I
90% sure.
got nothing.
I'm pretty sure my.
It has to be in-house, so it has to be the most favorite.
Is it in-house attachment?
It has to be in-house.
Can't be neutral?
There it is. So, forcing his hand there to spend his Melisandre's favor,
Just want to get that collar.
You don't have a...
or rather, get it.
You're not running 3 venomous blades.
Failed to find.
Otherwise, he would have gotten
You
nothing.
can choose to fail to find. You can't choose to fail to look, though. So you
I will
still-
not choose to fail to find. I will just fail to find.
you'll simply fail to find. Yeah?
Wordsmithing.
Gotta be crafty, gotta be witty. All right.
It actually put that in my head, I think. All right, draw. We're all ready?
Okay, I'll take one for Master Laws.
Yep.
That is what I would refer to as a mitt full of cards.
That's right.
Cooking of gas.
What we've come to expect for Martell players, honestly.
A lot of cards up there.
A lot of cards.
They
Yeah,
they
it's
can
gonna
draw
start
some
picking up
cards.
speed again.
Yeah.
All right, now let's start marshalling
Like
them.
first turn was just.
That's the second time you've allowed me turn one.
I'm actually just awful at this game.
I wasn't gonna say.
It was like a trio of just miserable plays.
And I missed that Power of Faith. That wasn't very nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was a play.
I mean, I guess I got a Melisandre's favor out of it.
It just makes you not even want to play the Viper, doesn't it? Just knowing that he's got a Mel's favor.
Huh?
It's kind of good.
It's kind of good.
It's a thing. So,
The anguish. You got 7 in hand or no?
All right, so we got more nobles coming in play for old Martell here.
he can deal an influence,
I think that's Edric Dane.
which makes me sad.
And a
And a
Dagos. That says Manwoody.
Dagos
Forest.
Manwoody.
Legendary Martell Tricon with noble crest,
Well, not really.
and also in the pantheon of funny named Martell characters.
Not as
That's
much
kinda
as
spicy.
a close relative.
Nice little place.
That would be Dickon Manwoody.
My goodness.
I know.
I had no idea.
George,
Did you have 7
your names.
George is just laughing at us
names.
all here, making us say and read some silly, silly names.
Street Wave?
But that is really going to help out that Gaston
Gaston
Gray.
Gray, finally, some ammo. Nobles for days, days and days.
That was a very decisive lack of an action.
I was like,
I do have a Summer Sea in there.
Huh?
That terrible.
Do both Martell players have Gaston Gray out?
but
I am uncertain,
Or is
actually.
it just the House of Dreams at this point?
I think it's just House of Dreams, but I could be wrong.
for this guy,
That's a knight or ally discard?
this guy, though.
Yeah, it looks like it's just the
No,
House
but
of
the other
Dreams.
guy's a knight or traitor.
Yeah, now you're trading.
So
Nobody's got
can you? Nobody's got a knight or traitor.
Correct.
I'm really tempted to do something here. I just gotta think about power totals.
Legitimate statement.
Like, if I steal that character, I get a card back from my discard. That's not awful.
But you're giving everything too prized.
Yeah, he's gonna to be a dragon stuff in, but I guess I gotta go. Go ahead.
There's
Deal with it.
probably a better choice out there.
All right, so Street Wave coming into play yet again, reminding us all why it's such a great targeting card, especially for the cost.
He's got infinite. Nah, he's only got 2 influence.
Yeah, he doesn't need more influence, does he?
How much gold do you have left?
All of it.
Go ahead and take the summer seat.
Yeah, it's got 6 gold.
Got all the golds.
Gonna play it.
All the go.
Getting that Summer Sea back.
That's right.
Free card draw.
Pay 1 for Tyrosh.
Is that ally
Yep.
reduction?
Ally
Well,
Lanny?
you just played an ally, so
Yep, that'll just do it.
okay.
3 for Long Lances. Trigger them on the wave.
Oh, pass.
Pass.
A cancel.
Nail the wave.
All right, so Long Lance is standing it up.
Choosing me again?
Yeah,
You can have your right there.
The wave triggering yet again.
I feel to be a dragon cycling coming.
Oh man, Danny lurking in hand here.
I will
Sure you
just-
don't want
The
to
new
bounce
Danny
that
at
card
that.
Pay
There
1
she
for
is.
for a Danny.
There you go. Now you have something else.
An
Yeah.
extremely, extremely good character. One of the
Influence
best
Danny.
I think we have ever
Pretty
seen.
sure that
Did you have a
don't
hand in
want
that,
me to
Damon?
take anything from you.
Which one?
The new Daenerys?
Yes. Yes, I did.
What was the inspiration for that?
Casually.
I really wanted
Never
Dana to
any
be
sense in doing otherwise.
dangerous. So, in Game of Thrones, the novels, while she doesn't, wield a sword herself, she's, fought and won every single military battle with her forces. Something that Jon Snow was capable. Oh, no, sorry, Jon Snow, but Robb Stark was capable of doing. Except she won her
I
war.
like it.
Sure.
How's that working out for you there,
Yeah.
Wolfhead?
Yeah, that's true. That's
So,
true.
always depicted cards like Tywin as having a military icon. And he is also not actually known at all in the novels or really in the history of Westeros as being a particularly accomplished
Militaristic,
swordsman
yeah.
himself, but he is supposed to be one of the best generals of his generation.
Sure.
So he, received a military icon by that route. And so I had originally designed Danny to also have a military icon.
Oh wow.
And it was decided in development that it was too much of a step away from the general mind space that she had been holding in a lot of players. They just had a hard time reconciling the Danny from the books with the way that she's been, presented in the card games at various points. So decided to give her a very, very strong, very aggressive militaristic ability and lose the military icon instead.
That's awesome. And, well, mission accomplished. Meantime, marshalling has gone on apace. We've got some Old Town Scholars coming into play. A refugee as well.
So at this particular point, with Tony at 8 power, Alex and Dan each at 5, I believe, and Boigne sitting at 4, do you think it's time for Tony to make that push, or do you think that he's going to need to wait another turn?
I think if he has
Bounces 2 cards,
the right tricks up
Harmon
his
stuff.
sleeve, in particularly a couple of really potent events, he's got a To Be a Dragon in there, though I don't recall if he has anything that's worth pulling out of his dead pile to bring back into play. But better yet would be something like a Fire Made Flesh to really put him over the hump there. But I don't think he's within striking distance, because he's of course going to need to get 7 power somehow. Now there's the potential for that at least getting 4, if not 5. But the extra 2 is what matters here. If he could give somebody renown, if he could successfully win a challenge against somebody who has an opposing title, that's really what's going to make the difference, I would think. So
I would agree.
Possible, though I think a little remote, because certainly the other players, upon sensing that somebody is definitely trying for it, they're going to do every single thing they can to prevent it, including defending for the other player and just pulling whatever tricks they also have in hand into play to thwart that attempt.
I would have to agree with that. Although we have seen him use some ambush, so it is entirely
true.
possible that he might end up jumping somebody in. Also, if he's got a renowned Khal Drogo, there's that possibility.
That would do it.
But I think that I would probably try and hold off for one more turn and maybe collect 1, maybe 2 power this turn.
That's true.
Try and slow roll it, letting Dan and Alex both gain a little bit of power, hopefully from someone other than me.
Worth noting that Danny coming into play now is risky business in its own right, because if he can't get to his 15 power within the next couple of turns, that's a prize 2 character sitting there.
Yeah,
And
that's going to definitely end up hurting.
Yeah, spreading 6 power around the board just because a character is leaving play like that is a pretty big deal.
Definitely.
We have a future.
Maybe. I got gold to pay for my reference sheet.
Yeah, exactly. You got same. I'm in the same mode.
That's not nothing.
No way I'm winning dominance with this.
That's not nothing.
No way indeed. Yeah, that's a not terribly impressive board right there, but let's see what he can do with it.
I have to say at this particular point, the shuffling the cards, probably not going to change them. I believe it's probably one of those nervous tics that some players start to develop.
No bouncing?
That's right.
Danny? You can win the challenge.
All right. Yeah.
You win the challenge. Oh, I suppose.
He bounces, he uses Dagos to bounce. And then after winning the challenges, he bounces Edric, and then Harmon's activated.
So if you're listening to players assessing the prospect of bouncing Danny with Gaston Gray,
Because she's going to stand, right? We know it. So bouncing her saves the stand.
because you don't want Danny doing any work if you can.
You really want to avoid that.
Yeah, that's right.
She is a dangerous Khaleesi.
All right, so we're awaiting that decision now. I think that's a worthy prospect. Now, if she gets bounced, will that prize still go off?
I am pretty sure that the end result of prize was discard or dead pile.
Thank you for reminding us.
Going back to hand, back into the deck, I don't think it will count.
Okay. I'm going to
Flame Kiss Daenerys.
So?
Which route is it meant to? What?
No, that's true.
It's going to cut down a little bit on some of those bouncing shenanigans.
That's for sure. All right, so we've got a Lost Oasis coming in for what kind of challenge?
I did not hear what he had declared.
Yeah, me either.
I think we will see very quickly when things start getting melted out.
I know what your next turn is supposed to be.
I don't have any relevant characters, so that should tell you something.
Yeah. I don't know.
Would have snap played him this turn if I had.
But the claim 2 there is actually quite a problem. So I think you're doing the right thing, and I'll try to support that as well. Because this claim 2 and 6 power puts him in dangerous territory.
Always say this. Is there any way to not come out of this as the bad guy?
No, I mean, right now, to me, your board threatening is more. I mean, some people might argue mine is, but I'm more
I'll say
worried
on a
about
post. Have a couple power.
Okay, that makes things
that
look
way,
a bit. That's true.
That way they like you less than they like you.
So one renown, one unopposed, and one. Yeah. All right, that makes sense.
What did you stealth?
Yeah, you had to choose who you were stealthing.
He didn't stealth this.
But he had.
Probably this.
Alright.
Can't stealth those. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can stealth the dragon thief or something, but it doesn't matter. So.
Does watchful servant have to be participating in the challenge?
That's it?
Does watchful servant have
Alright,
to be participating
No,
in the challenge?
no, she's.
I'll play
And
the
it doesn't
Guerric.
work in. It doesn't even have to be against you, does it? Can I read something?
Are you gonna attack me?
Yeah, it's anyone in a challenge. Anyone in a challenge can be
I'm
removed.
gonna go to your Ashburn.
Prize one for everyone. This seems a recurring theme.
Oh, we just got
And then
prize.
when that comes in, I'm gonna
A knight was
trigger to
discarded
scan that
with prize 1.
off the long lances and then deal the wave.
Everybody just jumped up 1.
Some percent, I'm assuming. Yeah. There it is.
Is that 9 power
I
on?
will power challenge
That's
you
right.
with these 3. And I'll trigger that response. Okay.
The response
Tony
still has
is
to be
now
triggered at that
at
time.
8.
So it's going to be a wasted response. Oh no, it
No,
won't.
it's not.
It'll still work if you win the challenge.
I'm gonna say if I win
Dan's
the
at
challenge, I kill him
6.
Yeah.
to make you bounce here.
That's right.
Because that's basically what's gonna happen.
You're choosing the Harmon?
I believe out's
Yeah, I'm
at
charging.
5 still.
Or the entry.
Huh? I'm sorry. I'm triggering this to say that if I win the challenge,
Harmon dies.
actually I'm gonna say
Andrew
this to try to. I know. Yeah. Well,
But,
I have to
he's-
pick you because I went to challenge you. So as long as you bounce her, then it won't happen. Anyway.
And so who's that going up against
Now
now?
I have to redirect.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll go. Who do I oppose? Master of Whispers? Is that anybody? No. I guess I'll go your way.
That makes sense. That's the logical choice.
And I will stealth unless you have any actions before stealth.
This is in power.
Yeah.
Claim 2.
Claim 2, and I'll stealth your
That
2.
hurts.
That's going to be a big swing,
Threes.
Yeah.
especially with those 2
Yeah.
Dothraki there.
Anyone support me? No. Obviously not.
Oh, man.
Support hand of the
He is
game.
all alone.
And no, he supports
Yes.
me, Master of Laws. I support you, so I can't do anything against you this turn anyway, unless you can swap a title to let me attack him. I guess it doesn't. make
He's
much
trying
of a
to
difference.
petition for some
That is
position to
unfortunately
retaliate.
gonna be-
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think so. Although honestly, with how low he is on
It doesn't matter.
power,
He doesn't have to be participating in the
I would
challenge.
actually be a little bit concerned
That
about
character's still gonna die, so
letting
he has
him
to
get
bounce
too
someone.
low on a character count so that it doesn't become a race for
Like the
power
long
farming.
lances or
That's
the
true.
straight for the gyro
That is very
or
true.
I don't know.
Or an outrider.
Or an outrider, yeah, I guess. Is that free stealth then?
Sorry?
Yeah,
You said you already went through stuff. We already went through stuff.
yeah. That's right.
All right, now it's time to defend, if at all. I assume
4, 6,
at all.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to wait and see just how much defense.
The forest
Because I don't think he has the strength here to beat
And
it.
he had a
The
ring.
forest
He has a ring.
burned.
No.
Not post stealth for sure.
Power 2.
So this puts him up to 8. And more.
Bouncing a scholar.
Yeah.
You're a gentleman.
Gentleman, but not a scholar.
Alright, and then as far as you defending,
As far as me defending, you are going to be at 6.
well, I'm
7,
gonna.
8.
If you don't oppose it, I'm gonna get 4 power
Why is that?
because I have 2 renown.
Right, yeah.
Well-
but no,
they don't
it's not
count.
that-
Yeah, they do not.
Until your nightmares eventually wins.
Some of us don't run nightmares. Cart's too good to be run. Clearly, you saw last game was not running nightmares.
Some of us do.
Some of us do.
Are you going to be attacking him to get some power off his house? Because I can't attack him.
Oh, I mean, I'll definitely look and see where the situation is.
I'm going to go ahead and post it.
Support him?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you do support
There it is. It is opposed.
Renown, one off your house. Two off your house, actually.
Yep. But opposed.
So 4 total
For
swinging
Not
there.
much on my house.
8,
It's going to take Tony up to 12.
Yeah.
10, 12.
It's going to take Alex down to 3.
I'd be okay.
Does anybody support you?
Trying to figure out.
Yeah, win that one though.
And that really changes the
do you have left?
lay of the land. Tony is, I would assume, if I were playing against Melee, he is now persona non grata. I'm going to try
He's
to...
definitely the #1 target on
Yeah.
the board right
Everybody
now.
else
Take-
says that.
He's also got a
tear him
pretty
down.
strong
It's just-
position, so it's going to be
It's true.
it's going to be hard for them to
So if we assume
really
we
be
need
able
a
Well,
nightmare
it's
to
okay. I
by
mean,
position or something.
to negatively impact him.
Only 2 players can
Yeah.
do anything to him at this point. I think only one of those players is really in a
wanna
position to
go-
do anything at all anyway.
Yes.
I don't want to do anything. It's unopposed. You redirect
And leave him to
yourself.
keep yourself some power. It's a good blocker. And I don't have any stealth, nor does he.
Not a good blocker. He doesn't.
None of us have stealth. So.
I think it's melee, though, huh?
I'll military you for 2 just to make you kneel your guy.
Yeah.
Or you can just.
Or I'll leave that unopposed if you particularly want to take a power off his house. I think that would be a very good idea.
All right, so a military challenge coming in, 2 strength
Redirect to yourself.
And it's going to be redirected.
To yourself.
with the title.
Yes.
Are you going to just do it
So
to
will
trigger
he
Quentin,
win it?
Or are you going to do it to take the
Or
power
will
off
it be
his house?
token opposition?
Question now, isn't it?
The power off his house balances things out slightly better. It's still a net swing of 2. And Quentin, you can always trigger later. He's easier to trigger.
How much influence do you have standing right now, bud?
1.
Huh.
Huh.
This guy over here.
So that's opposed for
It's for 6.
6.
You win.
Power off his house.
All right, successfully defended,
Yeah,
taking
well
the
done,
power
Quentin.
off of Tony's
Yeah.
house card, transferring it to his own.
These cards all suck.
These cards
That
also-
brings Tony right back down to 11 power.
Now that's striking distance. Next turn, he could
Those?
definitely try to do something.
Yep. Yeah.
Or still yet. Who knows?
Yeah.
Will he
Yeah,
ambush?
boss.
What can he do?
And he only has 1 standing influence. So not thinking that that's very likely.
That's true.
Unless he has something like ambush from the plains, and I don't know if he has a character that
I don't think
is a suitable target.
All right.
that's me.
That's you.
Come ravage me.
Phrasing. Boom.
He's gonna, yeah, he's coming this way.
I can't challenge him anyway, so if you want the board to balance out best, you challenge the target.
Yeah, I'm just counting what he's got right here too. He's gonna be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Do you really want to put something in his dead pile?
Just a.
For to be a dragon? I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, you have a dead pile.
Yeah, he's got a good character with that.
Okay, so yeah.
So,
So 5.
military.
Unopposed.
Nice.
Intrigue.
Yep.
I'll play first.
Fire
All right, so people are indeed now picking on Tony.
Yep.
And power.
Yep.
all three
they
challenges.
recognize the fact that he is a serious threat. Of course, at 11 power, it'd be hard not to recognize that he's a
That's for
serious
sure.
Power
threat.
total's 9.
Yeah, you're about to do some work.
But now,
Right.
what this does allow is for all kinds of interesting, quick oscillations in dominance and who has the most power to come into effect. We just saw it there. 3 challenges went through almost, well, without any opposition. And so that's going to whittle Toading down, but now everybody can now feast on his well-stocked house card.
Well, I mean, I've only got 7 at this point. These guys are as good as dead with the Valar.
9.
Who are there, seems to be fair.
So I'm going to start by playing a Seefeldt Stronger.
Seems not so fair right now.
No, but the point it is to
Yeah.
put power on characters. It doesn't advance
By the
my
way,
board position.
thank you for making it.
Oh yeah, it's already played for you.
Oh, it was
I'm
entirely
not
right.
bad at this game, despite what I say.
No,
So it
I
doesn't
We're
really
going to
matter
see
what
if
challenge.
Red Queen's Faithful could do some work.
Yeah.
I make stupid mistakes, but I realize it real quick. Like I even said, he's gonna just see who is stronger than damn card on. So
How many cards in hand?
just 3.
How many cards in hand?
Not a lot of irrelevant ones.
Right now, I only get 1 Red Queen's Faithful triggered. That kind of makes me worried. I want 2.
I'm sorry.
I really want 2 to make this board balance out.
Just throw all the
One
power.
for here and intrigue there. Seems to be fair.
Probably, except that he has more power on his house.
Yeah. So we can move straight
Am
down
I
there.
really a threat though? Seriously, I have nothing right now.
Yeah, I'm worried I might be underestimating everybody here. You have no standing characters,
You're damn right.
and I can't do anything to him. I can't attack
But I
him.
can change the outside shot. If you can help you.
Yeah, he could swap with you if
Yeah.
you wanted to help.
Yeah, if you swap, then my challenges will be against them too and not you.
Okay.
All right, the deal is made.
Figured it
Titles
out.
swapped.
Excellent.
I will declare. I feel like Nightmares is kind of a thing that's going to happen.
Not for me. I got 0 renown, champ.
For those viewers who are listening and maybe thinking that Alex's voice sounds familiar, it's because he's one of the hosts of the Beyond the Wall
9, 10,
podcast.
11, 3,
Awesome.
4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
So I was supposed to say that this is his second Worlds. And he was the second place finisher at the Canada National.
I'm going to declare a power challenge against you. Cam?
Yeah.
So that's 1 for unopposed, 1 off your house, 1 for renown. I'll declare an military challenge against you.
Picking on the old Targ player again.
That's
Naturally.
unopposed.
Yes, well,
I'll trigger the white queen's
that's
face.
a lot of power. Although, of course, Dan is sitting at a nice, pretty, hefty 11
I'll still
himself.
put it on
With
the
Martel,
track
he
outrider for
too
now.
could claim power very
That-
quickly.
That's right.
Is that vicious?
Huh? Because I want to steal power eventually next turn.
Oh,
Right?
Why?
this
So that I can
guy.
potentially get
He's right.
enough power to
He
win.
is
I
right.
have to do it that way.
Ah,
He's right.
But if he gets a Nightmares, it may still give him the game, which is unfortunate.
Well, he didn't gain power technically speaking, so.
Yeah.
I don't run nightmares. I already said that.
And you have 3 cards.
A lot of bad ones.
Intrigue.
really?
Let's make it. Yeah, just 1. Alright. And that's the power for unopposed.
Oh, Mazandi.
She's out.
Done?
It's in action.
You still have an action?
You're still
Street wave, maybe, if he wants to do end of phase shenanigans?
It
Doesn't
not
doesn't really matters.
No, it doesn't really make a
It's not a
difference.
terrible way to hit the wave, though.
Color, what does color?
Gentlemen, I
He's gonna-
appreciate that.
That's right, if
Really
that Valor's
nice.
coming,
Huh?
get that, that's good.
He truly is.
Yeah, he is nice.
A true gentleman.
So dominance,
That's me. You all attack me. So
5,
oh, well, I have
6, 7,
4 or 5. Yep.
start with 7?
3.
So I will go
It's
ahead and
looking
play
like
Power
Alex
Dome.
takes it. Yep.
That's right.
Huh? Oh yeah, he saved it.
That gold.
It was well saved. Well saved.
I will nail that wave for fun. For funsies.
During dominance?
Yep. No, during standing.
Oh, during standing. Okay. I'll go ahead and stand, everybody. Can you do it?
For our colleague over here, Valor's.
Valor
You can
seems
have
likely.
that beast
No, thank you. She is a beast.
in the sheets. Duh.
How much do you need to win? If you steal my person,
6,
would you
7,
win right away?
8, 9, and you've got 5 on 1?
Yeah.
No, that's 14.
He can win.
He can win with one steal.
Both events.
Both events.
The
Plays the
events gives
event.
prize 2. Would that not be, you would win, wouldn't you? If
you're
I had
at
to play
12,
2
man.
prized events.
Go to 12.
You're at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You'd be at 14.
But no, I'm saying the Mel's favor in the event.
Oh, Mel's favorite.
Yeah.
Are
I
you,
could work. So you're Valoring,
Are
are
you
you?
gonna Valor get rid of this so that we don't have to deal with that?
Sorry?
Valor? I just stupid don't know.
It's like they're negotiating plots here.
Yep. Trying to figure out what is most likely and what they can convince people to do that will keep them in the best position possible.
Yeah, they're really appreciating now that.
They are all real tight.
Yeah, Denarius has prize 2 on her. Yes. That is going to be a sticky wicket for a lot of players here.
Oh, if you Valor that Danny triggers the prize, that's actually kind of dangerous too.
Yes, it is.
That stops me from being able to play a flame, so that means I can't win.
I mean, we'll soon find out what happens.
We will
Yes,
see.
we will.
Taxation. Last
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
Be rid of that gold.
We will soon find out what happens. It'll be exciting. I'm excited.
I will
5,
pistol
6.
the next person that says
I'm
shenanigans.
at 4 because for all intents and purposes, this is
11.
nothing.
Yeah, except that if somebody flips
Fortified.
fortified, that could potentially change things.
True story.
Fortified.
So here we are. What are you expecting here, Damon?
Honestly, I'm thinking someone is going to flip the Valar just for the chaos.
All those prize will going off. A lot of power is going to leave the board as well.
I
That's
enjoyed
correct.
But for most players, it's power that isn't counting right now because Melisandre is
Exactly.
it. Chad knows
making it
what I'm
not.
talking about.
Do you offer me something if I don't have enough?
Yeah, I think the only player that would benefit from
What would you like me to
Valar
do?
not being played this turn
Your fucking favor. You
is
don't
going to be
Don't
Tony.
play the favorite.
Yeah, I think
Since
you're
he's
right.
also the one that is ahead,
Is that cool?
has,
Coming back out
and out of them, he's the only one that is likely to have direct kill in his deck.
Yep.
Even if someone
So
else does.
he can get himself up to 15
good
and
deal.
kill off Mel and win the game.
That's for sure.
silly army over there. Silly,
Tricks are for
silly
kids.
army.
Got some good plots in there. Oh. Playing with that Valor. It is such
Taking
a
a look at
fateful
what the
decision.
characters that are left in his hand,
That's
trying
right.
to figure out, well, if I do Valar, where am I going to be at?
Got a dead Viper in his hand as well. That's a pity.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Moment of truth. All right, starting in the bottom right, we have a search and
Fortified
detain.
position.
Nice, a fortified
I,
position of
forgot
Valor.
initiative. Actually,
And
maybe I did not.
what am I
He's
missing?
got
Oh,
11.
bottom
He's got
left.
11. Yeah, I looked over there.
Oh, yeah, that's
Wasn't
Betrayal at
ready
the
for
Wall.
Yeah.
Wild legs. Do you have two wild legs?
Beautiful. So all kinds of shenanigans are going to happen here.
Silly Ballard.
Things are dying, characters are blank.
That's annoying.
So, who's first player? You?
Not.
Not with the Valor.
You should pick me to be first player.
Should I?
You should. Keep
And
everybody
Search and
else-
Detain, man, what a card.
What's
One of my
your
favorite plots still.
No, don't let
very
him
good
take his
card.
character.
Why does it keep everyone else from getting 2 points?
Well, if you're not
You're
gonna
better
pick
off saving one of
if
your
you're
own.
not
In
gonna
fact,
pick
bounce
me,
your own
pick
points.
him so I can get rid
Pick
of the
yourself
Oh,
so you can
US.
bounce. Yeah,
Right.
pick yourself so you can.
If you're not gonna pick me, pick him so I can get rid of Gas and Gray at least.
Yeah.
So I should pick you. Is what you're saying.
No. It
Or I
has to
could
be
pick
one.
me.
But
Okay,
he
you
gets
play
to choose.
Search and Detain. I just gotta remember this card. By the first player.
Yeah. So whoever you pick to go first is who something gets plopped up. If you pick yourself, I'm just gonna pick like straight yourself.
No, I'll choose him. Again.
As first player.
Well, alright. What is? How do you want to trigger the plots?
What order? Yeah, what order? I guess it doesn't really matter unless you can actually trigger that, which you can.
Sure can.
Okay.
right.
So and then you don't have. So it's Valor versus Search and Detain. You can Valor first.
It's you who is choosing the card you
I pick a card that you control and put it back in your hand.
Your plot first.
Actually, we don't have anyone here with Gas and Gray anyway, do we though?
Huh?
It's just gonna cost him $1.
Can he? He can't play much total resources.
Oh,
1, 2,
no.
3, 4, 5. He can't play both Gaston and the Viper, so that matters.
Yeah, you play your attachment and it's
If he
I'm
plays
gonna,
that,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say get rid of this.
Well, it bounces.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
Okay.
to hand with the Lost Oasis
Alright,
with
time to
Gas,
save.
with
I don't
the Search and
imagine it's gonna
Detain.
work.
Well, Sandra's going to try to save herself with her dupe.
No, you're not.
Works.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Meantime,
No
everybody
prize?
else
No prize.
gone.
oh, well then I don't care that you didn't pick me. Alright.
I forgot about that.
You do get a card.
After these are
And there is a severe change in power.
That's right. Everybody should be claiming at least 2. I think there was only prize 2.
No,
but-
no.
Thank you.
What
like
else?
I said, you are a true gentleman. for giving me
Because it was
this
fortified
$20
position.
That's
so
right.
all characters are blank.
That's right.
So we've just lost a bunch of power and
Goodness.
no
You
gain.
didn't have to
For
use
some of
That
us,
is correct.
we're just eliminated.
I don't know if you're eliminated yet. Fortified position does mean the Valor's not very scary this turn.
Yeah, the Viper don't ever know.
No. Viper does exactly, so I wouldn't play Mel's favor on him.
You still might.
I still might. He's a Tricon, and I like to see him die.
Boigne is now at
Fortified is
8
just
power.
characters.
They don't lose traits.
They're just blank otherwise.
So I got my
Alex
mace
is-
still.
You still got your mace.
Still at 9.
Nice.
So you're
Treat them as
saying
little their text boxes.
And it looks
Tony's
like
at 4.
could fund away for 3 power.
Tony is in fact at 4. And Dan is sitting at 10.
Is this
Still.
restricted
Nice.
Yeah.
or nothing?
Nope.
That really
We
pared
haven't
everybody
seen
back down to
I
size.
haven't seen it yet. I didn't find the last 2 games. I haven't seen
Well,
it.
it certainly paired Tony.
Yeah, it did. Man, he was really built up there.
Yeah, Alex's use of that Red Queen's Faithful to stack some of that power. is well done.
Redirection.
So close and now so far away. So Dan, sitting pretty here. 10 power. But he also has a very precarious board position.
Which is to say,
I'm just really bad
new
at it.
characters.
Draw your card.
Not a lot of resources to be able to fill that board
Exactly.
back
Yeah,
up.
most
So are we
importantly.
going to draw phase?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. So when I
Draw
make
phase? Okay.
draw my card.
All right, so we're drawn up. Let's see how this plays out.
That should be like a script.
I love that you have all those cheap 1-cost guys that you can still play with your gold.
You damn right.
Yeah, I know it.
Do you plan to play your attachment? Because I can under this guy.
You played Val. I gotta see how the board plays because
Yeah.
I need to make sure that neither of you two can win this turn.
I'm at 8 and there is no renown.
And there's no renown.
And
so
I have no claim.
It's gonna be pretty slow. I'm thinking I'm not gonna waste my
Still has
Mel's
to see-
favor
he
on
still has
that.
to see how the board
I
plays.
still have to see how the
Yeah.
board plays out, so I can't make a deal based on that yet.
And at the end of the day.
Yeah. That Crown Regent's going to save you a lot of grief this
I'm
turn.
quite giddy to have it.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 9. As soon as you take an action, I'm going to. Just as a heads up.
All right, so here we go. Marshland.
This could quite possibly
I'll kneel my Street of Silk.
tell us who is going to win.
Your first
right.
action,
You get first
actually,
action,
I'm sorry.
Is that an orphan that just came out?
Street.
Might have been. Can't quite tell.
It does look like it's an orphan.
Mm-hmm. Another clever move that a lot of players are doing here, of course, is taking the opportunity while other players are marshaling their goods to kneel their reducing locations. Get their effects while you still can. Because who knows what they're going to do.
It's going to be a quiet
Never
turn.
know.
Bells.
Heck, keep kneeling them. See? Look at that.
You know what you're going to use them for.
That's right.
No reason to wait for
Marianne.
every player to have an opportunity to do
That's
something
true, that's
crazy.
true.
She does have a crest.
Yeah, that's the point.
Oh, man.
Increasing claim, Marianne.
Yes.
That's very
One of my
nice.
faves. A great card to have right
It's more
now.
likely to be used
Definitely.
on Melisandre, so.
Sorry?
I have a feeling it's more likely to be used on Melisandre.
Maybe it was. But,
All right.
I don't
Hedrick Dane. Martell. Can't.
Yeah.
Let's see. So that is at least going to give him at least one claim with
Yeah, yeah,
Ariane in
that
play
makes-
whenever she's participating, which is nice because that, of course, is one of the biggest drawbacks for that Valor.
Yes. Yes.
Oh man, Braided Screamers.
I hate seeing
Crazy
Well
card.
played.
Crazy
Did I miss
card.
that? That's right, fortified. I feel a little bit better about that fortified position.
Pretty spicy.
Yeah.
First allies reduced by 1. He doesn't do anything either.
Another Street Wave.
He's claimed so, yeah.
That's me.
Alright.
All right, that's it for Tony.
Cards in hand. Alex.
7.
I got
Which
2.
happens to be my power on my house.
And 2 on now.
I don't imagine that lasts long with Ariane.
I have no interest to lose air right now.
I suppose you can just as easily wait for the next turn.
Yeah.
It's not like there's exactly a rush.
That's right.
We'll see what the board looks like in a second.
Ooh,
Just put a
the
juice
Red
in it.
Viper.
That's your only
I
one?
do love that Red Viper.
Not
The
bad,
art
man.
for it, fantastic. Magali
Thanks for
Right.
bringing it.
Hey,
did
we're looking at it.
Gentlemen.
marvelous job.
More scholars
Boom.
and a green blood.
That's tough. That's
Orphans
tough.
for days.
That's right. I imagine the Red Viper might get pinged by one of them. If I'm going to take icons, I'd like to take 3.
I mean, it's blank, so
I'm going to the turret.
if you don't take
It's
my
going to be a matter of
I won't use Orphan on you.
waiting till next turn, though.
That's right. Old fortified position, doing some work.
Double at him, exactly. And even if I can win 3 unopposed challenges this turn, it wouldn't matter, would it? And I don't think I can.
Orphan Chud, baby.
14. That would put me at best at 14. Come on. Do hate being one short.
One time Winter Festival.
Yeah. This is not good.
The Good Viper. Come on.
The good Viper. In melee.
Everyone knows that's the Good Viper. Do you have it? Guts.
Those orphans can basically guarantee that no one wins any
Orphans
challenges.
can't do anything to space.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
It's so
That's
easy
it.
to
Sing it,
get
brother, sing it.
fortified. Man, it's so easy.
Yep.
I can't win this turn.
Get some water, please.
3.
It's my boy. Ryan Leonard is a champion. Don't forget it.
Next free agent, man.
Guy just dropped out of the top 16 of Star Wars so he could play in the Joust tomorrow. I hope you guys know that. It's a big deal.
This is one of those turns where I need Chud. But who do I need Chud from?
I mean, taking Ariana ain't a terrible play.
She doesn't do much.
Except bounce your mouth and lose 2 power for you.
Yeah, but I cannot guarantee that you would.
I'm just saying, it is a viable option. You don't have to listen to my 9 on
No.
nonsense.
But
As that inn draws near, the
Straight
table
up
talk
is down
increases,
on
and
map 6, 7, 8, 9.
the amount of time between each action.
Yeah, it's
Also,
it's real politicking and
For
deliberation now.
It's not enough
Definitely.
unless
I
I'm
don't have any
dominant.
power grab events because you saw, I guess you actually have.
And you can win power challenges against me, so that's pointless too. I think I play Amel's favor anyway. 3 gold. And
And of course, all this is important
I'm
because
tempted to take the Red Viper.
at this point in the
you
game,
don't bounce
with so much
Ariane,
power in
but I
play,
think-
with everybody, at least 3 of the 4 players, so
You can
close
bounce
to the
it.
victory
Henry,
position,
sorry.
every
I
single
think you
little
would.
maneuver
You would.
matters.
So I think I will
Yeah,
take.
you definitely want to
Ariane,
try
I
and
can't
convince
afford to
people
bounce
that you're not the threat, that the other person is
Well,
more likely
it's
to
too
win
much
sooner.
for
And,
Alessandri. I think it's the right play.
So Mel's favorite taking Ariane?
yep, good play, good play.
I may be able to stop him
Stealth.
as well, but
Claim boost.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
That's another
Well,
one.
no.
Well,
Yeah,
next
that's
turn.
wasting
Next
a
turn.
lot of cards.
Well, she won't be there next turn with Mel's favorite.
That's correct.
Don't take Aaron.
Kaiser resources.
All these little things.
But Mel will not be bounced.
That's true.
I do have a seat. You are at 9,
And
10.
if anybody comes at him with a
no
military
one.
challenge, yeah, he has
So
a spare
11,
character
12,
to kill.
13,
Mhm.
14.
I can get to 14, you can get to 14.
I would kill my opponent's character before my own in a pinch.
And,
Generally speaking,
you
yeah.
know, that's
Good idea. Think about it.
So,
Particularly if it's
I
unique.
don't know.
That's right.
just saying, I'm just saying. I haven't even played my 2 best plots. Man, they do nothing. It's my character suck.
Yeah, that's right. First place right
I technically.
There's no one you can't challenge, right?
You would be correct in that assumption.
I would imagine one of his 2 best plots is a To the
But-
Spears.
I mean, I have 2 ones.
If your
All
characters
things
are
being
poor
even. Yes.
and you have a good plot that won't help them,
Take
well,
that as it is.
I bet it's
I
that
do have
one.
a +3 bump.
Well, there is the Viper, and
Mm-hmm.
the Viper can do some serious business if it does not have to
now.
nail.
That version has renown,
Red
right?
Viper. Yes.
Or is it something else?
You know, that's
Well,
a
he'll be
good
at
question. I
14.
believe it actually
I
does have
certainly
renown.
cannot win this turn. I promise you.
I can't.
Oh, I see.
But you could bounce a scholar, but it wouldn't be much of a that. Yeah, no, I know.
Gentlemen.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
about this
Gentlemen.
Viper.
Not
Thinking
again.
about this Viper.
It's a gentleman's game.
Never sacrifice. Never.
Literally noble, too.
Yeah.
If I give you back your character, will you bounce his?
Yep, that
Mel?
version has renown. It also has
I
stealth.
give you back
Dang.
I just want to get her killed.
Loaded.
You can attack me and get her killed.
Next turn, that
Dragon.
that card
You want
alone
Dragon
could
Thief.
potentially
I want to.
win the game.
Do you want to?
Oh, it is
Oh, yeah,
blank,
Dragon
isn't
Thief is
it?
blank as
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Crap, I can't do that.
He plays To the Spears.
No, it's probably a good
Foil that plan real quick.
This is one of those situations, actually, with that particular Viper.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, when you have the immune to everything
Yeah.
Viper, and someone reveals to the spears, you want that player to go
Is the
last.
Dead last.
You want to make it so that they have to kneel out all of their things, but you don't want that with this particular Viper because those lost challenges is just sticking gold on it, which means that you're going to be able to raise that claim, and
The mouse favor. And get it
seeing
right
it 2, 3, 4,
Can't
5
play attachments.
claim power challenge coming your way is just
Character location.
That would do it at this point for sure.
Um,
With the renown, with everything else, it's going to
with
be
the stealth, with the
amazing.
renown, raising the claim 1 or 2 with the 2 dispers out, that would
happily take
potentially
military
close out the
challenges to get
entire
rid of
game in and
A
of
second
itself. So
Mel's favor taking the Viper just now. That is bananas. Mel's favors for days.
I think I screwed that up, actually. I forgot about my own fortified position. Oh, well.
I was just about to say that he probably should have hung on to that until the next turn, but as he just mentioned, he probably forgot about his own fortified positions.
That's right.
No, nobody has
stealth.
stealth. Nobody has stealth at all.
Nothing has-
But neither of us are going to win this
You
turn. So
do.
it just depends on where you want to do this.
Probably not me.
Seems to be fair.
He's got the and he's got the bigger stuff, so he's like guaranteed winning.
I have no claim, so whatever.
This is what kind of challenge is this? I mean, it's just for
Power.
Okay.
And who are you stealthing?
And who are you stealthing?
So no action. No action.
This is a power challenge.
I have no claim. Huh?
Yeah, I know.
Just to be fair at the table.
It's
challenge of
it's
power.
that I oppose you, and that maybe it makes more sense to win a power challenge on defense, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You have to stealth somebody though.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
can
go ahead.
finish
Go ahead and stealth.
You don't actually
Oh,
support him. You support him.
I support Master of Coin. Yeah, okay, you're right.
Yeah.
I oppose Master of Laws and Crown Regent. The other two. Yeah, that's going to be. I'll declare no defenders.
All right, an unopposed power
So-
challenge.
You get you get 1 power from laws and crown?
Yeah.
I can only get one a turn though.
Just one a
You
turn,
can.
or
It's
can you
limit one a
get
turn,
both?
right?
It's
Or
one person.
one per opponent.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
correct.
so let's
You
do
get one
some
from
math.
each.
4, 5, 6,
That's one of the
7,
perks.
8, 9,
Okay.
10, 11,
One per opponent.
You learn
12,
something new
13,
every
14, 15.
day.
If he gets 3 unopposed,
Wait,
Yeah, it was a question that I had to answer several times during this
if he
tournament.
gets 3 unopposed,
Well, I can't. He's just kneeling out of character.
you have Sue as stronger. I'm almost 100% confident in that assessment. So, let's just move on from that BS.
Is that because he has recon?
So it'd be 1, 2, steal 1, unopposed for 1, 2 more.
Yeah, but
unopposed.
all you have to do is take one power off my house, even then, and I can't make it.
That's a true story.
And you've got 5 power.
But it would be 15 if he does that. Just
Yeah,
saying.
it won't be. It won't be.
Meaning.
So when we're getting down to this point as well, like
Whoever you like, we're
literally
basically all the
counting
same.
power
Yeah,
here.
the red viper. All right, that's fine.
Every single contingency is accounted
you done?
for.
This is a place
Yeah,
where
power.
the Game of Thrones is very
But
much
if you'd
like
done it
chess,
against
having
Master
to
of
think
Laws, you'd have put
several steps
So you
ahead.
got, well, it's too late. But you
Not just many
you should
actions,
potentially-
but in some cases
not
an
looking
entire
support.
turn or more.
I'm not the only one who isn't fresh anymore.
You're reading it ass backwards.
Yeah. Told you I'm awful with titles.
Your turn.
Ambush from the
What up,
plane.
ambush?
Rhaegar that doesn't do much.
Well, it's 5 strength. It does
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
It certainly does something. It's the second time that guy's been blanked this game.
Yeah. I'm fine with that though.
He wasn't.
fair.
He was in your
It's
hand and
actually
then got
good.
discarded.
It's
Yeah.
kind of good that
No,
he's
he keeps getting bounced up.
Okay. Yeah. He was in your hand.
And he's going back up again after this?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's safe.
I'm going to military your way for 5.
All right, Braided Screamer's coming in.
Perfectly unhappy with that.
a slower roll. It's likely I'm going to redirect that, but
You don't want to have one of those big beefy characters killed? Oh, it's probably
I don't
your
want my
first.
Viper dying. So
That would definitely be the right choice to kill as the Viper.
That's for sure. Next turn, it's going to be a beast.
No, that's before I declare
I mean,
defense.
Ariana herself on a To the Spear's turn Dangerous, but she
Are you
is
gonna kill this
only got
area
2
if you let
icons.
this one?
That's right.
If this went unopposed, the Viper's going. I need to get the unopposed challenge from the stealth. Or not from the stealth, but
Power. Are you gonna power him if I redirect this?
Can't win the power.
Yeah, but you get a kneel
you
everything.
can kneel stuff out.
And
You get to
apparently,
kneel everything down.
I'm looking at you here too. You're at 10.
Yeah, but he's
So you'd be at 13. If you post somebody, you'd be at
So
14.
he's still at 14 as well.
Yeah.
So, want to lose that Viper?
so gross.
Want to lose that
These
Viper?
cards are just dog shit.
Definitely some discontent there with what he has available.
Dan is not happy.
Want 2 in hand only. Watch influence.
He's doing the very subtle version of the face palm.
Card. You haven't played a 2B Dragon yet, have you? Huh. That's a thing.
It is. There's no way I'm getting the unopposed anyway. With his hand, and we know he has a Dragon Thief in hand. There's no way I'm in danger of winning this.
Oh. Redirect
He's
coming.
probably correct, but I wouldn't trust him,
That's right.
Why'd
Trust
you
no
guys
one.
discard 9 power when you
particularly not when you're this close.
I did any Valor!
He Valor!
So you redirected that?
So where's that going to?
Yeah.
The crown is
Well,
knelt.
it's your way then.
Where's that challenge going?
Orphan.
Actually,
Very
that's a
useful,
question.
isn't it?
Has Tony played a Valar this turn? Or not, sorry, this turn, but this game?
Ooh,
sorry.
don't think so.
That was military, right?
It'd be particularly interesting to see him flip one while he's got no power on characters.
That's for sure.
And with that particular beefy Targaryen that he's got,
Not the
jumping to the very next
That's right.
plot phase.
Surprise, surprise.
It kind of keeps him off limits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'll play Tabia. Stand. Drop her, why not? Throw some prize out there for
That is a
Not,
nice
not
There you
prized
go.
right
To be
now.
a dragon shown its work.
I like that play.
And he's on the board.
Let's go power.
That turns things around.
Your way. I guess she doesn't do anything though either, does she? Right now?
Do anything.
Correct.
Yeah, she's just nothing.
I don't like this.
I love this.
Power. Turn 9.
She's just a lady
His thing is probably make an example.
with 4 strength.
No. I just
I mean,
want
we got
One
cancels.
cancel.
We got cancels, right? I mean, you're probably not using it on that, but
But you got canceled. Yeah. I suppose that's all going to be. This is military? No, this is power.
power.
I suppose that's going to be unopposed.
So I'll take
One
one
off
for
my house.
house, one for unopposed, one for opposing you.
Oppose Maester of Worcesters, yes.
Tony, making a play again here. Getting back on the board.
Back to 8.
Doing
Yeah.
so much.
dude, that waif is value town right now.
Intrigue your way.
Me?
Mm.
You got nothing. Oh, one time dealer.
Which card are you scared?
Street Waif Intrigue Challenge. 1 strength. Will it be opposed? It was not.
Good, brother. What card was that?
Citadel politics.
Oh.
Get an extra.
Bump up to 9.
Now
I
we
did
fun.
just look up the opposed. It is max 1.
Tony
I
could
was
very well
yeah,
be the
okay,
comeback
so it is only
kid
max
here.
1, so I'm nowhere near.
10-4.
Wow. Now I feel bad about all those challenges that were directed at me on the assumption I could win. Oh well.
Gaining 5 power this turn.
I'm
Pretty
done.
impressive.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh,
So
wait.
tied, losing.
I can't attack him.
Yeah, I know.
My body is not really impressive right now.
Yeah, I know. Mine isn't either, though. That's the problem.
That was power.
That's the problem.
Yeah, these guys come back though, and then I.
Most
don't
people
have
don't
much-
have
Yeah,
impressive
other
boards after a Valor.
shenanigans. I don't wanna
It's
hear
understandable.
Yeah.
Except for Greyjoy,
That's right.
who
Saves for
frustratingly
days.
usually has an impressive board after a Valar.
That's what they are good at.
I've seen an impressive board after a double Valar.
Man, no thanks.
No. And it wasn't my board.
Uh,
Made me want to cry just a little bit.
complicated. See, like, it's fine if I get you to kneel something down. So, yeah.
Yeah, but is that really? I'm completely out of reach now. You know that.
You got 8.
I got 8 total. I'm actually the lowest overall. And there's no renown, and both of these characters are
This
going
is
back,
a
so no
favorite tactic in Melee is advertising your weakness as a reason to not be
Yeah, I
attacked.
know. It was a good try. So
I've got nothing here.
Sometimes it's not only works, sometimes it's even true.
That's right. Don't attack me. I've got nothing here. I've left myself nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going to power challenge with both.
All right. Strong power challenge coming in. That'll be what? 7 strength total?
Question, isn't it? 1 in hand over there.
Yeah, it's right here.
I do believe so.
I want to draw with my axes though.
if he triggers it, which he probably will.
Have you been attacked by him yet?
No, he just attacked him.
Okay, okay.
If I don't get attacked, I probably friendly share cards with everybody.
Probably. Emphasis on probably.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Going to power you.
Me?
Yeah. Both of them.
5. Superior claim. No. I know.
You saw it the first.
I know.
I'm also playing Infinite Maesters, so there'd be goddamn 0 reason for me to play those.
Opposed?
Alright. Steal on an outpost.
All right.
Alright,
Plus
power
2
challenges.
to Dan.
12. Oh, look at that, he did have it.
Yeah.
You slide down.
Well, it's still not going to
wow.
make enough of a difference. But I have to get the.
Red Queen's
challenge.
Faithful in
Unfortunately,
play.
I can't declare military against myself, which would be nice.
That is a thing, isn't it?
I'm gonna have to.
What can Alex do here? He's got some potent characters there.
Kinda
Probably
content.
win that challenge, right?
Kinda
Win
content
what?
with second here, though.
If I did an intrigue against you, you would win it.
I'd probably win it, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to, I don't carry military, I guess. I was going to say, I would almost be tempted just to say heavy military me and I'll kill Danny before she gets prized again.
Really?
Possibly.
That's not stupid.
That's not awful. And then you can bring her back when you need her.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
As long as you power challenge him.
Yeah, I'm not power challenging you.
Fine.
Mill. So, one for unopposed, one for opposing your house.
I don't even know why I put her into play, to be honest. I forgot she was playing.
Man,
Total standing strength.
fortified
5,
position.
That'll bounce. Who is gold?
Wrecking some havoc on people's memories here.
Only me.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Just one
But
little
Alex has
card.
moved
You
back
can
up to
oppose
10.
by choosing
That's right.
spear, though. Can't
No,
you?
I cannot.
No.
Those are not Martell characters, but
Those are not Martell characters. Intrigue.
yes, I get to discard my irrelevant card finally. Yeah, unopposed.
Unopposed.
But you do not get.
I do not get the second one for that.
Oh.
Oh,
relevant.
That's a thing.
relevant card.
Relevant card, folks.
and
But
discarded.
unfortunately, I don't get the extra power for that, so my entire body is a bit skewered. Power challenge against you. So that's one for unopposed and one off your house.
Things are building up to a conclusion here for sure.
What are you up to?
Next turn's going to be a
Still
little crazy.
fair short.
13.
Fair short. Yeah.
Yep, Alex is at 13.
Way to talk yourself into not winning on plot
I know.
phase next turn.
Well, I can't put on plot phase.
You could actually, if you had killed Danny, you would have prized too.
But she didn't have prize.
She will in the plot phase.
I don't have the value. That's all I got. So in dominance, I win with 2.
I do.
Actually, I have 4.
You have 4. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will,
Is he going to trigger it?
Influence.
Oh,
Flame Kiss.
Flame Kiss. I almost called that Forever Burning, which it is not.
It's stupid, I can cancel it.
It's
It's the only answer to it. Why you're doing this is stupid.
here. You get you guys' wonderful characters back.
No?
No, I'm going with it.
It's done.
Okay.
Orphan is gone.
Yep.
And you took Dom, right?
I did, yeah.
So
Which makes
how
me
much
think
power you
that
have?
Tony's got
Did you trigger my axis?
I am not going to.
a really useful character in his hand that he thinks is going to be able to help him win out, and he does not want Orphan
Power
going his way.
tools?
Sure.
11.
They can
8,
throw
12,
a
11.
cog
And you are
in,
at
or a wrench in the cog,
and I'm
for
at
sure.
11, 12, 13.
All right,
Boatload.
2 more plots per player. Let's see what they go with this time. Should make for some fairly easy decision making.
You'd think so.
You'd think so.
I don't think that
Okay.
works. But
All right. Well, we got 2 decisions, 3 decisions, 4.
Okay, it looks like everybody is decided.
All right, let's see him. Big moment here.
I think there's relevant cards here. I think.
I think it's time to press your luck.
plots?
Will there
No
be a
whammy,
valid?
no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop!
I think I'm picking.
So,
All right. Bottom right, negotiations, Game of Thrones, betrayal at the
right,
wall.
so-
two negotiations.
that's nasty.
Do you have 0
Two negotiations. So I always overlook that other bottom left
Sure
plot.
do.
We
So
can pick each other.
negotiations,
Really
Game
try
of
to
Thrones,
find those right cards.
negotiations.
And really try to find those
betrayal.
right cards. Do any of them answer that red viper? I mean, yes, we could, if you like.
Damn it, Ariane was relevant now.
Well, who's going first?
Interestingly enough, no to the spears. Nobody is going to try and
That's why I played my
go all out
it anyway.
That's right.
pressing
whether you wanna pick the
in the
title.
challenge phase. It looks like they're all going to kind of try and
Gonna kill the
They're going to try to
slide.
refill those hands.
Yeah, try and slide into a victory.
That's right. Discard what you got, draw a fresh one, and then draw phase.
I just don't like orphans.
First player. So that puts me
And it looks like this might actually be the
last.
5th plot.
What order are you resolving
Not the
negotiations
6th.
Yeah, it does look like there are
Pick you.
2
Oh, you don't wanna dig?
Nah,
plots
I'm
left.
just going to go with the one and done.
All right.
Tap to draw.
I'll choose you as well if it's all right for the negotiations. Yeah. I know, but I mean, if it's all right if I go ahead before he does his.
Oof. Yeah.
What are these?
Those are my unused plots.
Okay.
All 2 of them.
I just saw that
some
they're
of
the
us don't-
same
yes.
colored sleeves.
Some of us don't cycle plots, and so we still have a couple left.
That's fair. I have 2 as well. I don't know what kind of shenanigans you're talking about.
Well, that was good.
Can I go into the kind of negotiations I got in my last game? Will you cut me the negotiations I really want?
Cut me.
Try everything I can to help you win.
All right. Thank you very much.
And not
sir.
by that, I'm just saying in general.
Did I just see a
During
taste?
the, Dominus phase.
Taste for blood? Yeah.
Taste for blood.
Dominus?
Whatever phase
Taste
we're
for
We're in
blood.
plot.
We're in plot. Marshalling, whatever.
But let's.
That may
It looks
well
like-
We still have to pick
completely
titles
protect
before
him
you
from
can do
being
that.
challenged.
It looks like Alex drew into a fairly good hand there with his negotiations.
I don't even know what plans are.
Good.
An okay hand there for Tony.
Never a bad choice.
It's never a bad
Better.
choice.
He does have an ambush.
I feel like I did a card again.
But of course, we have yet to even enter draw phase, so there's still a couple cards left to be had here.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot
Second
right
time
now,
with me.
Robert.
Uh-oh.
Really feel weird about that.
Last turn.
I think so.
Who's going to win?
Ah, man.
Understanding that it's before they've seen what they're going to draw.
You know, it's,
Let's see. Based off of
Now
what's
these
on the
guys-
board and whose hand
now
I've
if there's no
seen,
objections, you can street.
Alex
Unless
is
someone's
2
gonna
away.
cancel that.
Excited to
Not
see
really. That isn't really the determining factor for me. I think his hand is currently strongest.
It's a character.
It's a Sunday.
So I'm going to go with him.
Characters are good.
Characters are great.
I've heard this.
Most relevant.
I'm definitely leaning towards Alex myself, but I just have this this
All right. Are
this
we
feeling that
drawing?
Tony's got something that he's
Yeah,
likely to end up
he was,
pulling up.
he was
It's
doing
gonna
some
be-
weird stuff last turn.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't even gonna look yet.
This is making me sad.
So my head says Alex. My heart says Tony.
Yeah, it didn't look like a very impressive hand there for Tony. Yeah, that's not too good either, sadly.
Yeah.
I'm not even close, buddy. He's got a Viper to bounce my Viper.
He does have a Viper to bounce
Marcella
your Viper.
died,
Right.
I think, didn't she? Or did you bounce her?
Did,
Though he does have a
Marcella
Jorah.
dead?
Jorah is a
I
great
might be
one.
the
Oh,
character.
yeah.
I just want to
That
make
is
sure
going to
she's
be
dead.
That was a good
yeah.
catch.
That's going to be really helpful.
Is she dead? I'm not sure if you had bounced her or not. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah.
she is.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
I think
First turn? Oh, no.
No, I don't think she is.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I bounced her last
You
time.
bounced her, okay. Yeah, yeah.
That's why I was asking.
Oh,
if you
for
bounced her.
another gentleman scholar
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the
I
name
just-
is.
That's
No,
why
no
I said
problem.
let's check first.
Yeah, you're right. Can I see your dead pile, please?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them.
My kingdom for like one more card. if it were the right card.
Just shouldn't have played those both last turn,
No.
Cat in shadows.
frankly.
I was misled by Nate. He told me I could get the power off the others. Despite being convinced
Ready
otherwise.
for Jogo?
Yeah.
Trigger the. Ready to trigger?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
It is. Not a thing I like, but it's a thing.
We'll gamble. I'll take it.
Wow, this guy's going bonkers.
Nate wasn't. Claim 2 is big.
Is he
I think we're all pretty much in
sacking
striking
the
distance.
seas? I'm not really.
Gotta be careful not to let that Red Viper not kneel.
Well,
He's got his
You
way.
will study it anyway, so.
You took it his way.
I would like to.
look at that one.
Huh?
That's
It's a
winner.
character.
It's a winner.
I don't want to hear it. It's still a character.
Claim is a big deal this turn as well. 2/2 claim plots.
I'm done.
Look at all those Dothraki suddenly.
Yep.
He really fleshed out that board more than I was expecting.
So many Vipers.
It's what Dothraki do.
That's right. And he has an Incinerate in hand, which now is a very big deal.
Yep. Yep.
Choosing yourself.
Watch out,
over,
And
Melisandre.
still has that ambush from the plants.
Yeah, you're right.
Much to my chagrin.
Depends if you draw.
He's in a good position now, honestly, and he's got a 2 claim plot. That would give it to him
I'm gonna heal or something.
if he gets some unopposed challenges anyway.
Just in case.
Yeah, that's fine.
Go ahead. I've seen better characters. Not the most exciting plays.
0.
Get him, Alex. Get
I
him.
know, he's awesome.
Get that Viper.
I can't even kneel that for that.
Meanwhile, over here,
Yeah.
Anthony
Renly,
is chilling slightly.
good cards.
See?
Power like
Yep.
a boss.
Popping the
Although
seed.
I have to say, Alex right now is probably really kicking himself about having
Tonight.
wasted that
There you go. You can
Mel's
take
favor.
all of his
Yes,
Except
yeah.
Sinatra not.
He threw a lot of them
does
away
not
last
kneel-
turn.
Yeah. Grabbing that does not kneel Viper or the buzzsaw, the kneel stand, raise claim.
You play
Yeah,
Mel's favor
it's a pretty
'cause
big
that's what
deal.
your deck does.
That is what my
So
deck
let's see
does,
if he
yeah.
can flex that economic muscle that he has here and bring on enough to
is
maybe
third
still
way
give
out.
himself a chance.
Not
You really
my
draw a shot?
favor.
If I had a Mel's favor or the prized or
You'd play it on the Viper, wouldn't you? Otherwise, he's gonna win.
Of course, the thing to remember
Yeah,
is
well,
that
we never
Mel
play
is
it.
still
Depends.
out
Favor
on
on
the
the
board.
Viper.
That's right.
So those
Not-
renowned characters,
They
not
don't
helpful
matter. Yeah.
until
Right, yeah.
Mel
Like Antarctica,
You don't have
dies.
Mel.
however, getting that Viper hands you the win, does it
You
not?
really good at it?
I will possibly.
How does it select you?
How does it hand me to win? He's got tons of noble casts. He's got a
You
Orphan.
have 10 power.
I'm a 10.
Yeah, but
One thing to consider, of
12,
course,
15
is
if you're
that
playing
if
crazy How many cards do I have?
Tony has an Incinerate in his
A
hand,
boatload,
and
okay.
he has enough
The whole
Dothraki
ship,
on
the
the
whole
table.
shipload.
That Mel could go away in
Yeah.
an instant.
Make sure
That would
he
be
doesn't
my
win this
first
turn?
target as soon as possible.
Can.
Well,
I might not steal your
assuming
Viper.
that Tony has some renowned characters on the board that he's going to want to be able to deal with.
That's
I
right.
mean, I feel.
See what that ambush can do.
I mean, that's that. I feel like he's.
If you stole it, okay, I can't win. I imagine.
Yeah,
But-
but even with you keeping it, I'm not certain you can win.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think he can.
Yeah.
So I would like to steal his Viper,
Yeah, you're
but that
right.
only works if we can stop him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no
Yes,
point.
but I
stealth
can
it
because
goes to town.
I have 3 guys that can jump,
He's got 3 guys that jump in.
and I can use Oasis.
Yeah.
And
I think worth
And
noting
stuff
here
is like-
the
So
how does he not
overall
win?
level
Yeah.
of rising
So how
tension
does
at
he
the
not
table.
win? He only gets 3 unopposed.
They
and
all
then
know
1
it's very
for
close.
claim.
Yeah.
That's
and
4.
as soon as he has,
This
he
is
gets his
probably the
renown,
turn.
and then as soon
He doesn't
as-
get his renown. Well, he gets his
yeah.
renown, but it's not.
Somebody can bounce your character the second he has the power he needs to win.
That's true. He can bounce that.
take area.
Well, you can use the Viper for the same
Yeah, but I have no power.
justification. Huh?
So he's
Yes,
just
I will
gonna,
get the power
he's
of
gonna
the
load
Viper.
up on unopposed challenges, renown on the Viper, bounce Ariane to get that game over.
Yes.
I'm at 8.
How
I
about
have to
let's
win
talk
7
this
power.
through, good sir.
Yeah, let's talk. Convince me. Somebody
Let
convince
me
me.
chime in my 2 cents. All right, options.
Don't
He's
listen
not
to
alive.
Dan. That's
Yeah.
your number 1 option.
Don't do it.
I have an
You don't
orphan
need to hear
blade.
anything
I
else.
was an intrigue icon.
Assuming that's not a venomous blade and it doesn't hit my orphan, we're in business.
Except that
Otherwise-
you're winning.
Business.
Business is you
And
That's a
winning.
nice
that
business, right?
is
I don't have
Dan's
renown
favorite
either.
business.
Keep that in mind too. And I have 0
0
cards.
cards in hand.
So how am I winning?
You're getting 3. You're getting claim and 1, 2 unopposed. That stealth can buy you an unopposed.
If they all
And you're 9,
attack.
10, 11, 12, 13.
If.
The crown regent may help.
If you do that, then
Yeah, that's probably worth noting that
Like you
it's a
will make
big element
That
at
doesn't
this
sound
point in
like a
time
very
that
good deal
people
for
can
me.
quickly forget. The
You will-
But
Orc
that
Commander, the
that
King's
Gaston
Guard,
raised
and the
the
Crown
end of
Regent,
me.
both capable of redirects,
Which means
both
that I-
If you take the
are
Viper,
easily
okay, I won't
overlooked
win,
at
but,
this kind of a juncture.
that's the point.
Honestly, the
Yeah.
Lord Commander of the King's Guard is the one that would worry me just a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
because that ability to move a
I
power
will-
to power swing, this
Exactly.
is so
Attack and arrow
tight,
C.
Was certainly a misplay.
Yeah.
and that would take
1,
Dan right up to a very quick 12.
1 for Bastard Robert.
3 faveurs, qu'est-ce que tu veux?
That's just.
C'est stupide. Bravo, bien joué.
That's what negotiations is for. But I still think he's going to take this. So go ahead.
But that said, Dan
I still
doesn't
think
only
you
have
get a
a
deal on my turn.
He might
single
take it. He might.
military icon in his board, so
Well, if you have the nightmares, you can. But it's we're
That's
done.
true.
So shadows.
An eerie silence.
Mario.
Ben's way.
Ooh, there it is.
Is that Mario Seaworth that went away?
Yes, it is.
The analysis is
Right.
spot on.
I think you wound up getting this out of this.
And the tension mounts.
Indeed, it does. Moment by moment.
How can I hurt you?
A hush is falling over the crowd.
honestly,
versus game.
I honestly think that he's taking this game right
Yeah,
now.
you give you and that's your problem, not mine.
Well, you guys,
Well observed, sir. Well observed. That is, in fact, his
I
problem.
did this only because yeah.
Not yours.
Hey, you chose a winner, that's all.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
I think we can all still not win this turn.
It's
Yeah.
entirely
I'm
possible. It's
Yeah.
entirely possible.
I'm not sure with
Let's
that, but
let's talk.
military against you. Use the Great Viper. Can I clear someone? Or you have any actions?
Would you want me to kill your Ariane?
I don't care.
You can go ahead and
Stealth targets.
you can go ahead and pick a stealth target.
This one?
All right, I'm expecting that you want this.
What's the point?
Why would I want it?
Take Barrow off his house. I don't know.
Hell no.
No. Get to trigger the Red Viper.
Ooh.
For that extra stand. I suppose that's going to be so you stealthed her, so she's knelt. That'll be unopposed. That's good.
Claim.
Military claim will be barrel rolling.
Oh, doesn't want to give up.
I do think you need to send at least a challenge as well. And Neil
Sorry?
I said I do think you need to send at least a challenge to kneel that down. That's just my 2 cents because it keeps him off of 8. Just my
You
2
can
cents.
make power and win it anyway. So.
Yeah,
you,
win
you,
it.
You get that to.
I do have this.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's a card.
Yeah.
That's a
Now again, the important thing to
It would
remember
help
is that
even
while
more this way.
Guerric
Obviously.
has 10
You're
power,
also
the
limiting
power
yourself.
on the Viper.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, the power on the Viper
Just
is
saying,
going
stealthing that would
to
be fine.
count.
Do tell.
Also, assuming you have some kind of
It's
tricks in
immune.
your hand. So
Oh, that's right.
You do have 7 cards.
I do have
Wait,
some-
that Viper isn't immune. Oh, the other. Excuse me.
Me?
I was looking down at the other.
Wrong Viper.
The different Viper. Wrong Viper.
The French Viper.
The Hyper Viper.
You can,
I like that. The Hyper Viper.
yeah, go ahead. Family.
See you, Renly.
I'm not going to oppose.
Oh man.
And he is now at 12 power.
Fair to attack you, right?
I'm not a particularly big fan of that.
Oh, I'm a huge
I
fan of
didn't,
two
I
feather
didn't do
in a
that.
row.
I didn't do that to shaft you. I did that because you were going to bounce spells favor and win.
Oh, wow. I see. Yeah. Sounds good, actually. Power against you, can I hear someone?
Hold on a second.
This time you're gonna have to oppose it though.
Yeah, well, I don't know. How much power's he at?
3, 6, 9.
Not
He'd
enough.
be at, he'd be at
11,
15
12.
unopposed.
13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
If he gets the unopposed.
So he's
You
9,
have
10.
to, just
If
to prevent any
this-
shenanigans.
If there is a nightmares,
Yeah.
that'd be it.
So he's at 10, and you're at.
Ooh.
11.
Alex has
Yeah.
not noticed
So I
the
can't
fact
push the
that
game just right now and close it with the power I have.
the Viper is immune to character abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Probably ending up getting one
Which
last,
means
'cause I
that
think
he may end up
He
giving him the
wins.
game and not even knowing it.
Oh, discard the card. Yeah, it's useless anyway.
We don't care. But
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
All these little details
I
add up
really just
to a
don't
big
see
picture.
how Targ doesn't win Rio. Yeah,
And you gotta see
okay,
all of
I
it.
guess that's going to be.
Do not say unopposed.
No, it's going to be opposed. But who's your stealth?
You're an uncharacter, I guess.
I'm gonna take an action while he's in there.
Oh, okay. Before stealth?
Before stealth?
Pre
Before
stealth?
stealth, yeah. Ambush from the plains.
Uh-oh.
Gear to your orphan.
Sure thing, boss.
Okay.
Ah.
That's a card.
No
All
icon
right.
thieving.
So then you're stealthing Melisandre, who as a passive afterwards will be bypassed. I'm going to oppose that with a Bastard Robert. So you'll get a power off my house.
There you go.
I guess it's.
Alright, Guerric is now at 13.
For the power challenge, I removed one.
Should be at
Oh, I
14.
didn't remove one from my house, or he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't gain one.
You
should
should
be
be
at
14.
He got
I
renowned.
think I did
There it
remove
is.
one from mine.
Yeah.
So now he's at
But
the
I'm
proper
not
14.
100% certain.
You were at 13.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah,
So I'm good.
13,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I'm good. I did remove that.
Remember, if you win your challenge,
win.
enforce your claim.
I'm gonna military your way. For
Actually, he enforced the claim. He just didn't claim
Really?
the
Why
claim.
me? Why me?
well,
Like.
Oh man.
Do you,
Razor's
I
edge
don't
here.
have anything. I've got no.
do you have a card in your hand? No? No?
Sure don't.
I'm gonna bounce. I'm the first player, so
Yeah, you get first action.
I will bounce Jugger.
Okay.
No. Wait.
So this is only 5.
We'll figure it out in a second.
Do you want me to block this or not? It's more likely to give you a win.
I mean, it looks like he's got incinerate.
It looks like he's got incinerate. So my board is basically disappearing, which is including. What?
Choose it.
I did not choose that.
Kind of.
All of the decisions led to here.
So you don't want to oppose this really, do you?
No.
I somewhat feel that they have deadly. No, I can never remember.
And does Tony still have that incinerate?
He does still have that incinerate.
Watch out, everybody.
He's gonna win this tournament.
Sorry?
I do think he's gonna win
I
this
don't
tournament.
think I am.
I don't think you will.
Of course you think that, but
No, I needed my Jogo.
He does have 3 Dothraki on the table.
And a
But he
two-claim
can't
plot.
stop the power, and he can't stop.
okay, this is Mill.
Yeah.
You're going to oppose it,
I
right?
can't oppose it
Why?
because I need to be able to oppose the other challenges. Just as likely, right? The intrigue and the power, which I could potentially win. So the military will be unopposed. And if you want to take it, you can, but otherwise I'll use these guys.
I'm not taking it.
All right, that's a big deal right there. Unopposed and 2 dead characters.
Yep.
You should have it. You should have it.
So you
Well,
can
that
defend.
gives him the game.
You can defend
Either
for him,
way.
right?
Only military.
Only military.
I can redirect a military towards me.
Okay,
That's
that's
what
what
it
it
is.
is. And you haven't used your crown region yet either, right?
Sorry?
He
You haven't
hasn't used his crown region,
yet,
no.
right?
He has not.
All right.
Might as well force the crown region use, though, I guess. No,
Power.
for 4.
Anticipate this incinerate when
Well,
the
if you don't
defender is
think you can win it, you
declared.
need to take it from someone you think can.
I'm gonna go power for 4.
Yeah. You have to go somewhere else.
Ooh, redirect with the crown regent.
It's going
Maybe,
ahead.
maybe takes you back
Yeah.
to.
Change
Well,
anything?
you used it.
Well, then I'll
No,
go-
it's not. It's,
It was used.
it's useless.
I'm thinking about it.
You have 6.
I have
It's
2.
good to be the king.
Yeah.
4.
So if he
Yeah.
goes to you, you block it and win. If it goes to him, he blocks it and wins. So it does matter because his
Yeah.
claim is 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So use it.
No, I don't use it.
You don't use it. Okay.
Okay, it has not
that
been
has to be
utilized.
opposed. Much to my chagrin.
All right, will he incinerate?
Oh, even action.
Oh. Ooh,
That was the only character in the challenge?
No, there's
No.
2.
Oh, there were 2.
He has 2 strengths, you've got 3.
I've got 3. All right.
I'll incinerate your guy.
there it is.
For 2? 2 now.
Okay.
Still wins the challenge.
There it is.
So wins the challenge.
All right,
2
so he
power finals.
wins. But sadly, he didn't have the strength to kill it, so he doesn't get the
away from the win.
unopposed.
That's correct. That does put him at 13.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said.
Yeah, this is looking good for you, Dan.
He's got Viper to bounce, guys.
That's true.
I
You
don't
can bounce
see
your
what
Viper.
you're-
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
It's weak.
Everybody's bleeding out
Yeah,
their
but
strength so
the
nicely
the
here.
alternative is
Yes.
I'm
It's
the
just-
victim here.
Freaking out about nothing over here.
Meantime, Dan's board is looking
Am I right?
good.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
I think so.
None. How many cards do you have? None.
It sure looks like I got 0.
Basically, the only person with cards is.
Well, I think you cannot
think I'll stay in
stone
hand.
anymore.
You got just a Jogo or a Jorah.
That's how I see it.
Okay. I love touching other people's cards, by the way.
Who doesn't?
Just saying.
Meets my trial a lot, but
So neck and neck here.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, you're not bouncing my Viper.
it's my house, bro.
That can be arranged.
Exactly.
That can be arranged.
It'll be like the epic melee of the decade.
Evidently at a Nationals melee table, no
I like
price is
that.
too high.
So happy.
Did you finish your challenges then?
Yeah, I'm done.
Did you do an intrigue in the end?
No, but there is no point.
No, there wasn't any. Well, depends how threatening his cards
No,
are.
there's no point.
No,
I'd rather
you're right.
defend something else.
Yeah.
She's stealth and run on, right?
Stealth and renown,
Yeah.
correct.
All right, is that Viper getting bounced?
And the Viper has to. That Viper.
Yeah.
Dan is awaiting it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking it.
It feels inevitable.
Yeah. Seems to be honest.
If he gets to keep it, he has a good shot.
If he doesn't, I don't think
Well,
he
the
has it.
thing to remember is that Dan needs to be able to grab all that 4 power, and it needs to not be on a character.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he can't do that,
Yeah, I mean,
is there any gold left in play? Let's see any.
entry.
It's not anybody that matters at this particular
That's
point.
right.
Include
Just trying to see if
that
Guerric
mean to
could
attack a
possibly
different
win
range?
in dominance.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Tony still has Miraxis out,
Yeah, I got nothing.
which is 4. The Viper is sitting at 3.
So what are you? 11, 12, 13 pounds, 14, 15. I have to oppose the power. Yeah. I mean, you can redirect that. Oh no, yeah, you
what's the
could,
point?
it doesn't necessarily allow him to win, depending on
He's
against
past that
who it is.
point at this point.
Yeah.
Worth
I know,
noting
but
how
it seems to
quiet
want me to lose.
the spectators are right now.
No.
Upper. I tell you. I can't win that you win.
Well, if you lose the entry, you get to dump the Venomous Blade back in Shadows.
Sorry?
If you lose the entry, you get to dump the Venomous Blade back in Shadows, then you can use the Red Viper to bounce his Viper. Okay, alright, fair enough.
Value.
How does it cut in my hand? Oh. I think so.
Well, if 8, 9, 10, it still puts me last, right? Unopposed?
Any actions?
Entry?
Yeah.
How many blue?
You said unopposed.
I said unopposed, that's right.
Unopposed?
I'll get 2.
Unopposed?
And yeah, nobody supports that.
Plus renown, c'est tout? That's all?
Just one for unopposed,
Yeah.
and then one for renown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you will be at 13, right?
This is gonna put me at 12 and then 13. But
No, it's Andrew.
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's still null.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Good?
Okay. What a maneuver. So that puts Dan at 13 power now.
Jimmy will kill Ariane.
Viper's
Yes.
coming in
Oh, he's got to bounce.
for a non-entry challenge of some kind.
Or you win, right?
No.
Can he win a power?
Oh, he can redirect. That's right.
Correct.
But he's going in solo, so it may just be military.
Military
There it is. I'm just checking.
is going to.
I have to. Let's see.
Yeah, because otherwise he gets the unopposed and wins. He'll be right at 14 if once he does the power.
I burn the.
Doesn't matter where I'm challenging.
So. Sorry?
It doesn't matter where I'm challenging.
It doesn't matter where you're challenging.
Yeah, because you win if you.
You win, yeah.
You win in.
So the bounce.
Because you get unopposed
you,
and then
you can
power.
attack everyone.
Yeah. So that's that.
You have no choice, right?
Well.
You do have a choice.
Yeah.
But no choice if you still want to win. Yeah.
But that would be.
Yeah, it would be nice to win,
But
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
keep in mind he's
I'm a
got
player.
he's got
Let's see
he's
what
got a
happens.
3-claim challenge coming, so
No, I don't, because you power challenge me and win.
I don't win.
You have to
How do
go
you-
there.
The military's going at him though.
Yeah, but the military's bounce.
Alright, so the bounce happens.
But then, yeah, he power
Vipers are
challenges
gone.
you, and you are.
And you have to look. All
Yes,
courtesy
this
of
is
Gast
not-
and Gray.
Yeah. It's never going to be unopposed. And it's. And you still have a
at
challenge,
least
right?
we have another turn.
You still have a
I have
challenge.
a power challenge.
Yeah, so then it's irrelevant. You can power challenge someone in
if
close, right?
Don't. No, I only have
You need to
three.
use 3.
One unopposed stealing off the house. If I
He
get
needs
an
3. He's
unopposed
only got
stealing.
2.
Right.
Worth noting that Dan is now
If
back to 12 power.
You do not power challenge me. I will not power challenge you.
You have to go there and cover.
I support him. He's going to crown regent. I'm going to
I'm
be
going
going
to
to you.
power challenge him to make him uses redirect first.
Ah. Well, in that case, that
And
seems...
what is that? 11 power across the table.
You still have plots
I have-
before your cycle.
Well, yeah, I can't do anything. Have
Sure.
this as a board.
Sure.
You're good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna power challenge you. With
You power change me.
If he doesn't use his redirect, I can't. So I'm going to be forced to redirect you.
What do you mean? It's
Right. Because he's the only person I can attack. But
He
he
has
should,
no
he should use his
power.
redirect.
you have to. Yeah. That's it.
I mean, I have to tap my whole team to win the
Yeah,
challenge.
but he's at 12. 13.
He's at 13.
Oh, yeah, I guess that would pull him under you.
He's also gonna have a 3-claim power challenge.
Yeah.
So
Which will put me at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah.
14 on the
14.
outpost.
14 on the
And-
outpost.
You have to go there.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
I'm going to power challenge you first to make you use your redirect, though. I made it.
So that I don't play. Yeah, that makes sense.
What's the point? And then he attacks me.
He's. It's better for me.
It's better for him. Yeah.
That's what I said.
So I'm powering you.
It's starting to get tense.
All right, so power challenge coming in. 4 strength, but against the Crown Regent. And he's not redirecting.
One playing, one unopposed.
Yeah, that's my challenge.
Well, then now I have to do it against you, right?
Yeah.
Because he didn't
have
use the
to.
redirect. No, I
Put
can't.
him-
I can't.
Can't go with
I
me.
support him.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Well,
still going to do the
make
power
him
challenge
use
against him.
redirect. Well, you might. Well, yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
You're
So
not gonna do it to the guy that has 14?
it's going to get redirected. This is the only challenge I can do.
Why is it gonna get
he's
redirected?
There.
Oh, yeah,
Now
okay,
it's
I
back
see
to
what
him.
you're saying,
So stealth.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm so confused. I'm ready for bed.
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
and then 1 for unopposed.
All right, so Crown Regent redirecting that power challenge. Back to
Dominance
Dan.
is going to go to you
To me, yeah.
comfortably.
I have 7.
He has 4, 5, 6, 7 at least.
I have 7.
And Alex is at 14 power.
He has
One
7,
away.
so nobody wins. That goes back to you.
Hunted.
That's the last of my Mel's favors.
And there was no dominance.
There we go.
I have a chance to win.
Exactly.
I'm gonna street wave here.
I wonder why.
I wonder why too.
These are all good cards now.
So here we are. What is this? Are we 6th plot? 7th?
We're getting ready
boss
to
man.
find the 6th.
Excellent. A nice long melee. Melee seldom
give me?
lasts this long.
We do get to see.
I'm sorry.
So this is a real treat,
An
honestly. A real slogger.
Who's power?
They've been gaining power and bleeding it.
Very evenly.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh!
This is what it looks like when you have 4 top players who can actually keep track of so many cards on the table, reading people's motivations.
Yeah, and assessing capability
it's
really
13.
well here.
Yeah.
14 here.
I have 11.
11. You have 14?
14.
It's not at all surprising that these 4 made it to this final table.
All right, here we go. This is a big moment here.
All right.
Are you at 13?
Will there be a Valor?
Do you play
What
into
do you
the
think?
lists?
If there's one left.
Holy smokes. So what do we got?
I wish I played any.
So we have I Fight to Win,
Can only
Schemes
do it
of the Scholar,
So I
Betrayal at the
feel like
Wall,
the right answer is for me to
and
take
I
first
can't
player.
didn't make the top left one yet, but I'll
would
try as
presume.
soon as we
One
get
would
the other
presume.
view.
And then hope I draw into something.
You don't need to.
Yeah, you don't need to.
I still need to be able to win that, and nobody has to draw orphans.
All right, Shadows and Spiders,
Yeah,
4th plot. Phew. All right, so every player has to win an intrigue before they can do anything else. That's going to put
Yeah,
old
that massive
Tony in a
loss, I
tight
know.
spot
There's not
with
much
his
Crown Regent boss.
single intrigue icon.
Yeah.
Though he does have
You're
stealth on
entirely
that, or is that
Prevent
Joust?
redirection
Joust on that, Jorah?
Yeah, you're
I
right.
believe that's Joust.
And I'm not seeing a single other intrigue icon in his hand. That's a real pity. Meantime, it's a good time to have Arya and Martell with stealth, intrigue claim raise.
Look at how much gold
The
you
works.
have. Actually, the
character.
Viper's bouncing Mel Saturday, so I'm not winning this turn.
You're still winning this turn. I would think. I guess you do have to draw into something. He's got area in too, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think I can win. We'll see. If I draw something nice.
You have to try.
One slightest
You have to
mistake
pick
at this
your
point
Yeah,
will
just
cost
take my
any
turn
one of
for
them
it.
the
Yeah,
game.
no,
Because it's really
Yeah,
important
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah, this is
7
definitely going to be a
plots.
spot where you
Got through some-
hear them trying to help the other players not play.
I did.
No, you
I
did.
did.
No, let me help you think this through.
My first time, guy.
Have you considered everything?
It is my first time in Melee, right? Come on. 7 plots in Melee without like too much cycling. I played one thing. We played 6 plots this game, Hitch.
Yeah. Players noting rightfully that this is a little unprecedented for a Melee.
You take 3. Yeah.
These games almost never go this long.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'll take. this
What was
one.
that? I fight to win. You get a
Right,
second.
so of course I fight to
Yeah.
win, allowing that player to take a second
Okay.
title.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Once again.
Yeah.
And get the benefits of both, of course.
Draw an extra card.
Did you draw 3 for your turn, Alex?
For my what?
Where do you use
Bay of Ice.
Oh, Bay of Ice. Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
I'll draw one for the Bay of Ice, and then I will get to
There
look
you
at it.
go.
1, 2.
Do you win without favor right now?
Do
That's
I
a good
win with a
question
favor?
right now.
So I have 2 gold at my disposal.
None of these plots are particularly impressive, but they are nice and controlling.
Power totals?
Oh, sorry.
What are your power totals?
It's fine.
But you don't need much claim at this point to win the game.
No, no, you really don't. Especially if your name is Alex or Tony.
That's right.
Just winding them up.
Two for Head of the Dwarf on
Ooh.
Oh, goodness.
It just means that power has to go on his character instead of his house.
Which will, of course, mean he won't really progress on his power count.
Not unless he gets rid of
Flaming Shadow?
Sandra. Yeah.
Sandra.
What? You want to give it the win?
No.
What was
not
just
really.
played? I missed it.
But, oh, okay.
So he's forced to put that power on his character, and I'll take Ariane.
Okay.
That's a good play, Alex.
You draw crazy.
I missed what card that
I have
was.
9
What
steel
event
effects
was
on
that?
the deck. It's gonna happen.
Oh, sad to say I didn't catch it.
I'm a mathematician, you know.
And I got to search one of them too.
I've got 4.
You like that wry smile? Yeah, you do.
You drew Orphan?
No, he was taking a picture, and I was like,
Oh.
and then I looked up and saw him taking a picture, and I was like, yeah.
All right, so that's the event in question.
Oh,
Can't quite make it out, even so it's not looking familiar.
I'm just casually kneeling stuff as you do. So. MBD.
Sure, it's some house bear only fun stuff.
You know, you can just bounce his character and let him win.
Yeah, but
I know, I'm just
And
kidding.
then he wins, yeah. And then
Yeah.
you win.
That's what I said, and let me win, yeah. I was just kidding.
No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't. Wait, no, I wasn't, yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
You get to bounce only one of his characters, though. This is about as exciting as it gets for the draw phase. God, I wish I could play that. Seriously. It's a good card.
Nice.
All right, so I think
What
that
up,
was
yes?
Flame and Shadow that was played. To influence Nell to choose a non-armored character without
Was that game
attachments
still
and
have
take
what's it
control of
called?
it until the
No.
end
Price 1.
of the challenges phase.
It's still, it's, so who
Oh,
went to
it's
this?
still, okay.
Great little
but
card
that
there.
goes to use
Yep,
for your
yep.
14th power, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that goes to you
God,
for your
where's
kill.
seizing the prize?
Where's
when you
seizing
need
the
it?
prize when you need it? Exactly.
Where's seizing the
I thought
prize?
that was game for you, but you're right. You're still one short.
So we continue to
Somebody
inch
discard his landing
ever
location.
so close,
Someone discard
closer.
Five
If I
Finale
sack
here.
the Sunset Sea, I get to choose. I get to choose who wins.
I'm alright with that,
I'm
Alex.
gonna shove this, play Jogo,
I would greatly appreciate you.
trigger him.
Trigger. This is off
Wait,
the
that goes in my
streamers. Yeah, it does.
That. First ally is reduced by 1. And chuck another C. Chuck another C. Rhaegar.
Rhaegar comes back yet again.
Why not?
Would you choose who wins?
Yeah, I'm first player.
Ah.
I would choose who wins.
That's me.
Alright.
At least I can lose in style.
If Tony could get another incinerate at this point, it would
What did you
be
get?
mighty fine for him.
The Palace Fountains.
Oh, they're
Nobody
amazing.
would be ecstatic
really
about
like
that.
Yeah, that's
In
right.
fact, I'm using it.
Nobody else
because
would.
That's
Nope.
-6. That's
The Viper's
my
back.
marshalling voice. Do I gain a gold?
To gain a gold.
One time.
It's so reduced. It's amazing.
Do you want to take a marshalling action?
Do I want to take a marshalling action? I would really like to take a marshalling action and to just discard the Sunset Sea. I think perhaps it is a possibility. That would give whoever I chose the game. I would get to. But how many beers would be? But no, I can't. I have to play for my own best interest at this point. Unfortunately, I'm fairly certain that
You
means
mean
that
considering that you only need 1 power?
I do only need 1 power. However, the Red Viper can bounce Melisandre and make sure that I need more than that.
Well, if
Oh,
Mel
but
gets
if he
bounced,
does, then you
he's
win. So
gonna
I guess
win.
you can choose who wins too.
Yeah, and this will not you.
This will not be you.
So,
For sure.
So, I'm just saying. It's a power play.
Yeah. That's, I
It's
mean,
a power play.
it doesn't even give me
Literally.
second. So I can't do that either. I can't
But-
guarantee you second if you don't.
play for me
No,
since
but by
I was
Red Queen's
returned,
Faithful triggering, I can make sure that you get second. For overall, that's not bad.
It's so nice of you.
No, I mean, since you can decide who wins, that's the only thing I can
guy's
offer.
excellent.
You can also make anybody else at the table win.
Yeah.
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 And that's
got
the only thing
You
I can
finally
offer.
got it.
That's all I can offer. I'm not sacking the seat. I don't think that would be in the spirit of the game, sadly.
It would be. That's part of Melee, sir.
Picking everybody else to win ahead of me, I think you have to play for your best possible placement for yourself. And I got to do that this week.
Alex understands how the game's played.
I
wish
agree
this
in
was
full.
the
I'm
nightmares.
glad that he is making that decision.
All right, so I'll pass. Free challenge
Can
actions.
even
You should do.
show that.
Oh, that's got a little intrigue.
Yeah.
Yeah, remembering the Shadows and Spiders play here.
All those Dothrakis, a little intrigue.
I can also offer you
Do
second place.
you support
You can offer me
anybody?
second place?
Yeah.
I don't think you can with the amount of power that they have.
I can attack you.
Huh?
I can attack you.
How does that give me second place?
I win and you have to get.
Huh?
Oh, well, you have to.
No, they would win. 'Cause
Is
they're
there
ahead of
both
me.
out for?
Yeah, they're
Ah.
so that's
But if you're at 14-2, I guess.
that,
God, I
that's
wish
a
I had
tie
gone
for
Yeah.
fourth.
Lord for
That's
5 gold.
also pretty weak.
Yeah, but it's better than finish.
Last?
First.
He's still gonna
I
pick
guess.
them.
No, it's the same.
don't care.
Tying for fourth is the
Just-
same.
I'm
as-
in
That's the
second,
same?
then.
It's the same points. So unfortunately, I
At
can't
the
do that.
worst.
Yeah.
Losing Dom is so bad. Last turn. I'm so bad at this game.
Got it.
I did lose Dom last turn by a stupid play.
And I
I
support
was
you,
never
so I
at
won't be
another
attacking you.
melee final table, sir.
Um,
For Joust.
My proposition
And
is
overall.
still available.
huh?
My proposition is still available.
I'm just
Okay,
saying. I
so,
I
did anyone have any
punt
pre-challenge actions?
Last turn. I
Alright.
did. I could have won
No?
dominance by
No? No
not
pre-challenge
attacking
actions?
with these two.
No pre-challenge actions?
Hell no.
Okay.
Just do your entry challenge and see what he does. Leave
Yeah,
him
if
up
he
to
bounces
you.
Melisandre, he gives you the game, which is not necessarily
If he
best
doesn't,
placement for him either.
You win. So it's
So
simple as
that
that.
may not be legal either.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's up to Nate.
Of course, there's
Intrigue
a lot to remember about collusion in this
If you have an entry
game.
that's game, you never know. Not.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
you got 3, 8.
I can't.
So Alex is very much correct on that.
hurt,
You have to
it does.
play
Hurt.
for
does.
Yeah.
Ah, you got
yourself.
an. Oh, okay.
You can't just hand the win
I
to
guess
I
somebody
missed
else.
something
Choose
about that?
It's those opponents.
There it goes.
intrigue against the only opponent which I could guarantee it working against. So you.
Let's talk here.
What are you talking about? The redirect puts it towards you because I can't attack him.
That's a play.
Can you beat him?
Can you?
If you bounce,
No, he's got 10 power.
Yeah, that.
so if you bounce Melisandre, he auto wins.
4, 8, 12. That's 14.
So basically,
We're
Yeah.
all at 14, aren't we?
no, he's
I'm
at 13.
Yeah, that's good. So basically, if I don't do anything, I'm the last at the table, right?
If you do something, you're still last at the table. If you do
No,
something.
if I bounce, yeah. I am,
Then
I
he's
am
there.
The third. Yeah, but I am the third, not the first.
Oh no, it is actually better for you to bounce it.
Yeah.
Because you take third and
Yeah.
not last.
Third instead of fourth.
Since reasonable.
Ooh.
We're entering in
So
on
it is
this
actually
legalistic phase of the
the best.
interpretation
If
of
I don't attack with her,
collusion and
Yeah,
already
if you don't attack,
like
because
doing things
if
for
I
your
do
own
that,
benefit
I have
here.
to.
Will it
challenge
be a
is
legal
correct.
maneuver
Okay.
because
So I
you
can't-
have
I
to
can't
do
change
it
anything.
so that makes sense for your
But-
side of the
So you are
board.
attacking.
Yep.
the only
And
person
Alex
I
has
can't attack.
rightly pointed
I-
out that if Mel bounces, there is an auto
I am
win.
so bad.
Correct. So that is a default illogical
I'm not even
move for
third
him.
defender 'cause it's all up to you. Either you
Just
win
brings
bounce.
this guy.
All right, Jorah is bounced, so that takes him down to 14
And I will
power.
bring-
14 or 13?
I think 14. It might be 13, but I think it's
So you're
14.
still just giving it to him. Then,
Yeah, there might have been 2 that just got
So
dropped.
Mm-hmm.
she's bounced. Okay.
Intrigue is still coming some way.
Yeah.
Not towards
He
me.
gets unopposed. I said I was
It's
declaring
stealth
defenders.
as
Yeah.
well, so that's one for unopposed, and then
Alright.
one for opposing you.
Yeah, that's game, isn't it?
No,
No,
So
it's
it's
14
that's
plus.
one short, and then
Two
one off
lane.
your house.
Plane.
Claim 2,
So
sorry. Yes.
Jorah went, and then Melisandre went.
Mm-hmm.
Not that one.
Oh no!
No.
This guy.
I didn't have any spare characters this turn.
And Tony is, in fact, back at 14.
Is that right?
Man,
12, 13,
it
14.
literally, well,
Yes.
except for one player at 13, couldn't be any closer.
Je me fais baiser par mon pote, quoi. Sur un top deck. 2 fois de suite.
You should make a challenge.
Yeah, I should. You assume.
There should be a power.
It should be whatever challenge I could pray to get.
You can't attack him.
Alright, you're not gonna let me get any challenge, are you? You're gonna redirect that power. Oh, you're gonna win.
I mean, well then, yeah, I mean, if you power, then he just powers you, and that's game 2, so I mean, it's 6 win.
I'm not gonna get a challenge.
No, he'll win, because he only needs 2 to win, and he'll just do it on both right there.
Yeah, he has to do an intrigue first. So.
Oh yeah. God, why am I so bad at this?
Because it's been a long day.
There's no
It's a
way
long
you're
day,
ending this game,
and these
is there?
kinds of plots are easy
How can I
to
hand you
forget.
My pleasure.
No, you played that correctly entirely.
Should make the power. That's a good play.
Against whom?
Either of us.
Except that either way, you guys win, right? I mean, it's the only chance I have of winning,
Correct.
but it's still not a great idea.
I mean, if you don't challenge, he's guaranteed to win.
Well,
Yes.
yes. Yes, he is.
So you can either choose him or me. That's kind of what it's at right now.
Yeah, but
You
if
have
I
to
power
attack-
challenge you,
You have to
lose.
attack
You're
him
not gonna
because
let
he has
that
no
through.
run in. So attack him. But
Yeah, but this power challenge is not winning.
Sorry?
It's just kneeling out the characters.
Yeah, but you can use it. So you just have to pass.
And then you can win that on defense and get your 15th power with the red power.
Correct.
Yes.
Putting me at 14,
Yeah.
and you at,
He's just trying to shenanigans.
you're at 13?
Well, I have to.
13, and you're at 13, so that guarantees me second, and every other thing is a loss. Because you get a 15th power if I do
Okay,
this
so
challenge
Tony
against you.
is
So it's
in
actually
fact at
it's your
13
game
power.
line, isn't it? Because of the crown region.
But this guarantees me second, and it's the only play that I can see that does, unless someone can offer me something that would also get me second. Because I don't think there's any way I'm getting first here. Because that renown power, that 15th wins you the
In
game.
theory, it does.
In theory. And that puts me 14, 13, 10, yeah.
And you can't
Power
attack him.
against you.
There it is. Will it fall into place?
Assuming that nobody else has any way of interfering.
If only I had shenanigans.
All of those.
Yeah.
You have
That's game.
8.
Renaud?
Yeah.
For 15?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Good game, guys.
Congratulations.
There it is, everybody. Dan wins it. Congratulations to Dan and everybody making it this far.
Yeah, that
What
was
a
an
game.
intense
What
game.
a game.
Intense.
Truly epic in its scope, duration, pretty much every metric you want to try to measure this game by.
You're at 13.
No, I put one.
Just unbelievable.
Thank you.
That was, it was very impressive.
I
Very
had to grab an
impressive.
extra because
So what do we glean
you
from
gave
this,
me that
Damon?
one power that I didn't have. So I'm at 14.
Play good cards.
Play good cards.
Don't make mistakes.
Yep, 14.
I thought it was very interesting that we didn't see much in the way of cancels or any type of real specific kinds of control elements within the game. Everything was character-centric, and it was all about, challenges, which is
Well, I
something...
mean, there were definitely some minor control here and there. I mean, you had the events. Wow, I hold these spacing.
like Ambush from the
the
Plains,
incinerate,
and incinerates, and,
which definitely a form of control. You saw Gas and Grey
Oh,
get used
everybody.
to very good
I
effect.
think
It's
that
true.
was
It's true.
But they were not the primary element.
Supplements,
They were all, they were all intended to boost and supplement the basic challenge, math. And
Yeah.
that put them in a really good spot of that combination of being able to just power through challenges, in the end.
Yes, they were all doing that so well that we saw this protracted game. All the players had a very high amount of powers, so even keeled. I'm just kind of at a loss for words. I've never really seen a melee game like that.
I've seen a few. I've been a part of a few of them. But
Yeah.
it's honestly it's unusual to see them like that in competitive play. So many players for so long have been trying to go just power rush, and all control elements just sort of been thrown out the window because it's so hard to control the entire board. Which for the standard control player, that's what they're constantly thinking of, as opposed to a more hybrid deck where it's like, I'm going to have an aggro element, I'm going to have a control element, I'm going to have some ways of rushing for power.
Totally.
And that hybrid deck is just really hard to beat.
It is.
If the player is on point.
I agree. So there you have it, guys. That was the final of the Game of Thrones Melee tournament at the Fantasy Flight World Championship weekend of 2014.
That's correct.
So we're going to see Joust tomorrow?
That's right.
That's right. So it's going to be a big day. We're going to see all these great decks come to the forefront. And yet again, congrats to Dan. That was an amazing game.
That was a very good game.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about that one for a while.
Oh, I believe so. The internet will be abuzz.
That's right. That's right.
So I'm going to put you on the spot, though,
Yeah,
before
please.
we go away.
top house
For tomorrow?
for tomorrow.
Ah, man.
What do you think they're going to
I have seen some, and this is local within Tulsa,
Sure.
where I'm coming from. There are some really potent Baratheon no agenda decks.
Okay.
Because just recently the FAQ it took off some otherwise restricted cards
Yeah,
that are now
that's correct.
freely
That's correct.
free to be used, and I think that's going to give them a fairly decisive edge because the FAQ before that put them on, and we definitely saw them diminish in their potency.
Sure.
So now that they're back, I expect them to kind of
Surge a
assume
little bit.
dominance again and
right.
represent pretty well.
Well, then I'll see you tomorrow. We'll find out.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Long day.
Yeah.
We've got a long day ahead of us. See you tomorrow.
Take care, guys.
Hi, we're here with Dan Seefeldt, who just won the 2014 Melee Championship for Game of Thrones LCG. Dan, if you could tell us just a little bit about your deck and how you prepared for the event.
Yeah, I mean, it was Martel Meister, and I basically took a deck from Chad Baumgart, and I've played this deck a few times now at the Melees, so I have a pretty good familiarization with it, despite being a bad player sometimes. It's just, you play the Conclaves, and the restriction of 2 the Spears hurts it, obviously, but you still get, the 3/5/1, which gives you guys the ability to do multiple challenges in a turn. So it's just a rush deck with some tricky plays with Arya and Martel, the Shadows one. So.
All right, cool. The game was really exciting. It seemed like you navigated a minefield there at the end. Walk us through your thought process on the final turn there. When did you think that you were going to win the game?
I mean, I didn't really think I was ever going to win that turn, but then I can't remember. What is his name? Bjorne? Guerric? Guerric? He made the bounces, and it opened up an opportunity where I could talk Alex into making the challenge, and I put him in second place, and then it allowed me to navigate for the win. And he made the challenge, and I got there, I guess.
Well done. You manipulated the field very well at the end. And do you have any thoughts about the card you're wanting to design, or you're going to kind of see what happens with the new edition and take it from there?
Absolutely. I'm definitely going to wait before I start brainstorming ideas. I'm pretty excited that one of my cards is coming out in this next cycle, as you guys spoiled, so that's pretty sweet. And then I'll have 2 coming now for the new cycle, or the new second edition, and that's very exciting, just to possibly shape the game. So.
All right, well, looking forward to working with you on the card, and we have a trophy over here for you. Congratulations.